with both sides, but Lee sitting in the playoffs by 1 point, Leeds at 1 point behind them in seventh. Given that they really need to win their next few games to guarantee a playoff spot, is that something you can explore, that mental aspect of their play, given how prone they are to yellow cards as well?
To be honest, I haven't really thought about them too much of where they sit up. Look, we've got it. It's a massive game for us. It's a great opportunity for us. So that's how we're looking at this game. They'll have their motivations and looking at why they want to go up and win this game and how they're going to win the game. But that's what we're focused on is us staying at the same levels as last week and improving in a few areas that we weren't great at. And then that'll give us a good opportunity again to win the game in the back end.
Saturday night is the time to showcase your talent on the BBC.
Thank you so much.
From 6, BBC Upload brings you the best in new comedy, poetry and spoken word.
Upload is a great way to reach into your audience with my spoken word poetry.
From 8, BBC Introducing.
I want to thank you for the support, playing my tracks on the radio.
Supporting and championing new music made right here.
Thank you so much, honestly, that means so much to all of us.
BBC Upload and BBC Introducing.
Just a few clicks and then the next thing you're getting played on air.
Saturday night from 6 or anytime on BBC Sounds.
BBC Radio Homicide.
Every game live. BBC Radio Homicide Sports.
What tonight we can have for you, BBC Radio Homicide Sport. 2 big match commentaries, massive night for Hull Kingston Rovers, a must-win game. Commentary on digital radio and BBC Sounds at the Lee Leopards from Richard Stead and Nick Pitney, and on 95.9 FM and Freeview. Hull City welcomes Sheffield United under the floodlights with Mike White and Peter Swan. Make your decision now.
Cheers, James. Good to be back after a couple of weeks away, not just for myself and Swanee, but of course for the Tigers as well. They've had the international break. A couple of players have been on international duty in Palmer and Miller. They're both on the bench tonight. But for the others, they've had a chance, as Tim Bolts has been saying in the build-up to this, for that team building, that team bonding, a bit of togetherness, and maybe, Swanee, just trying a little bit more to get a grip and a grasp on what Tim Bolter wants from his players.
Yeah, and that's going to be consistent through the season. They'll keep, I say, footballers that have played with some of them, the forgetfulness is unbelievable. They forget from one day to the next what they expected of.
You resemble that remark.
No, because I won't know them. I have to pick things up. Yeah. You look at some of the things and think, why are you not taking in what you... They have to go through drill after drill after drill for it to click. I'm not saying all like that, because they're not all like that, but there's a few of them that have played with it's easy. But like I say, it's very attacking, the way he wants to play. I don't mind if they put something forward. It's just when they're leaving the box open and if we play against decent teams, we're going to get exploited. And it's like the Leeds game last week. I see what I saw, bits of it, and I thought they did exceptionally well at parts of that. Give yourself a couple of good opportunities. But it's like tonight, what the expectations is like to go forward and score goals. Where are these goals going to come from? Yeah, we get yourself into the areas, it's that cross, it's the shot. It's not happening at the moment. So you look through the team on your bench and thinking, where's the goals still going to come from? Even though they've spent 20 odd million, there's still not a couple of strikers missing.
It's the age-old question, isn't it? And Swanee, right to ask it again. Chris Medea is one of those players where the expectation will be on him, unproven in this country, in this level of football. He's in the centre circle waiting to start. Sheffield United went over into the northeast corner near their fans to have a little collective group hug before the start of the game. City were already standing in position. The fans are in good voice singing Elvis, and the referee blows his whistle to get us started with the Tigers defending the south stand. So as we look at it, they'll attack right to left in this first half towards the north stand of the MKM Stadium, and there's a whacker.
Centre out there. 6 foot 4, it looks like. Just a big unit.
Right into the back of Abu Kamara.
Yeah, just looking at let the striker know, or the wide man know that you're in for the game. Don't come in my area.
Yeah. Kamara answering the question of who'll start left and right as City give the ball away. Sheffield United will try and break through. Kanda in that higher position, just on the edge of his penalty area, paid off for him there because he was able to launch that one away and out for a throw-in on this near right-hand side. I'm looking at Gustavo Hager over on that far side, Brazilian-born Netherlands under 20, he was at Feyenoord. I'm going to try to be kind about this, but you know the original Ronaldo?
Yeah.
How he is now?
It's not like that.
He's built a bit like, he's a bit of a unit.
No.
Well, maybe not quite as bad as that, but he's certainly built. As the ball goes back to Pandu, he has to control that with his inner thigh, just slides it out coolly to Alfie Jones, who just gets it away to Louis Coyle, and here he comes on one of those storming runs from the City captain as he threads it through to this left-hand side. Giles will stride forward in those white boots. He's 25 yards out left-hand side. He's got Kamara on the outside. Crossball comes in and emerges in there to head that one towards goal, but it's headed out by a Sheffield United player, all in white. And out for a City corner, a minute and a half in, 0-0, early attack from the Tigers.
Yeah, you can see straight away. That's exactly it. And I like that part of it. I want to attack quick in certain areas. All the next another one. The amount of yards he covers in game is unbelievable, isn't it? Like saying, again, he's got the rewards at the end of it from over the corner.
I've got a shot on him and Alfie Jones in a second. Here comes City, crossing from the left-hand side. It's going to have to be hooked away. That one's cleared by Sheffield United. It was Balumi who got in there, who's just currently on this left wing, but so too is Kamara. But Balumi, just to let you know, started on the right wing. I'll give you the City side in full in a second. Ball rolled out to Giles, just inside his own half. He just trots infield, then slides it to Alfie Jones, across to Louis Coyle, who you mentioned about the stats and the yards that he covers. Coyle, 1,034 metres, Alfie Jones 1,003 metres. They're the only two championship players to carry the ball over 1,000 metres so far this season. You can see that with Louis Coyle, and Alfie Jones definitely. He's been stepping into those positions a lot, hasn't he? We can see him and carrying the ball forward. Yeah, McLaughlin not as much, but certainly involved on the ball a lot under the Tim Volta style of plays. He plays it to Pandu, plays McLaughlin into a tight spot in this left-hand corner. He wins the throw in, but that, I haven't got that figure. Get that for next week. I'll work on that one for you. That'll be the most in the league. Ryan Giles can't control that one. He's giving the ball away deep in City territory. 3 minutes in. Good atmosphere at the MKM Stadium. Fans obviously enjoying being back after a couple of weeks of the international break. Of course, it is a Yorkshire derby as well against the well-travelled Sheffield United support over in that far corner. Liking the kit. Clean ball, all swinging towards the penalty area, headed away by McLaughlin. Yeah, it's sort of off-white, isn't it? Slid down the left side. Our blaster will lay the ball back. Malem's there. He looks to fire that one away, but then played a more calmer, simpler pass, and then they've given it away. It's Sheffield United who have it over on that left-hand side with Harrison Burrows, the former Peterborough youngster. Both teams look like they do. There's a zip about the game, isn't there? Yeah. There's that throw-in taken quickly. There is the aforementioned Burrows, 22-year-old left-back, plays the ball inside to the previously mentioned solid figure of Gustavo Hager.
I think you nearly said chunky.
No, I didn't. You didn't go chunky.
You might as well have done.
He's a unit, that's all.
There's no wrong with him. I just think he's
Lots of trouble here.
He's enjoying life.
As someone who's enjoyed 2 weeks of all inclusive, I probably should not talk too much about figures, should I? Back to Giles. Now laid back to Pandu in that sort of, it's not quite the azure blue, is it, of the kit from last year, but slips it out to Alfie Jones, whose boots match Pandu's kit. Now across to Giles, who's the active left centre-back at the moment, switching with McLaughlin, and Malem's going to try and feed Kamara down the left side, but Sheffield United win it back, and Keeper Moore, former City target in the summer, slides it to this right side to Callum O'Hare, and gives away a foul. Having lost possession, he's got the sort of floppy hair and the Jack Grealish socks around the ankles, the postage stamp size shoe pads, no doubt, under those white socks. Likes a bit of social media, apparently. It's cosy social media videos during the international break on his warm weather break, and City have got a man down, but here's a chance, maybe a scuffed shot from the left foot of Raksaki, another former City target, and it's out for a goal kick. And the player who's down for City, just trying to see at the moment. Is it Finn Burns, is it? Yeah. Yeah, it's Finn Burns. There he is. Just slowly getting back to his feet. Let me give you that City side then. I'll keep an eye on the action as well, because you just never know. It's Patrick Goal who's about to take this goal kick. Coyle, Jones, McLaughlin who makes a move for him and receives the ball on the edge of the 6-yard box alongside Giles. Jones will work it back into the penalty area to Panda, and then McLaughlin strides way inside the City half out to this near left side to Malin. Back to Giles again. The City midfield is Finn Burns as the defensive midfielder, Amir and Malin, and then wide is Balumi up on the far side. Again, I'm keeping an eye on the action, hence the hesitation. Kamara on this left side, and Badia leading the line, and he'll win the ball as an arm goes up in the air, but he keeps going. Badia rides the challenge, then he goes down, and that will be a free kick. And if he could have got the ball away to his left to Malin, he had a chance to slip him in. That's going to be a booking for, was it Harry Suter, the centre half? We've got the challenge in.
When he gets through there, he seems to tackle him. Then he gets away from him, and then he goes to ground and he trips himself up there. When he can't get space, he could have laid the ball out there.
Malin was on his left side, wasn't he?
Side and straight right in front of him, yeah. But both teams making mistakes in the middle of the area. Both teams are pouncing as quick as possible to try and make things happen.
I'll double check that in a minute. I think it was Suter who got booked. And it's going to be a free kick to City. It's almost midway inside the Sheffield United half. Amir's going to dink it into the area. Padilla's there, but the keeper punches that one clear. Cooper. And the flag's up for offside over on the far side. 7.5 minutes gone. 0-0. Let me give you the Sheffield United side. They're on team from the team that beat Watford before the break. They played on the Sunday. Cooper in goal. Gilchrist, Suter, Amahodzic and Boros the back four. Raksaki, Sousa, Arblaster and Hamer the midfield four. And Callum O'Hare will play just in that little pocket of space behind Kiefer Moore. And I think O'Hare's going to be the problem. City have struggled so far against lesser sides, you have to say, but struggled with those plays in that little number 10 role.
Yeah.
And I think O'Hare could be the one that could cause a few issues for them. From a Coventry player, there's Balumi on his debut for the Tigers, as is Kamara. Thinks the ball inside, but Sheffield United win it back in that all off-white kit. Shirt, shorts and socks. They want the throw in. It's not going to be theirs. It's going to be City's. And Coyle wants to take it quickly. The Tigers in black and amber with black shorts and black socks. Coyle, the captain, over on that right-hand side, making his 148th City appearance. It'll be Cardiff as things stand. Will be his 150th, provided there are no issues.
Otherwise, they try and do what they're doing here. Play that from back. It's dangerous. This is like, we've got like a little formation going on, but you just, any intersection there, they're on you.
Oh, nice little left layoff there off the chest of Badia. Malin just couldn't bring it under control to get that one away from Vinny Sousa in the Sheffield United midfield. But Finn Burns wins it back, and then it's Topo sort of leaping in the air, trying to get it to Kamara, sends it out for a throw. Sheffield United are pressing high as well, aren't they? So there's no space in that area anyway, have they?
No, all the way, if that mistake, and that's what my worry is.
We've seen there is a mistake in them.
Well, the more they do it, yeah, you're get used to playing that way, but there's more opportunities and mistakes.
We're going back almost 2 years to what we were talking about it under the previous manager, aren't we? How it was going to take time. It was hail and scaring at times. Interested to see Badia as he gets a chance to settle into this side. Was that nearly a mistake there by the Tigers? Thankfully, again, Panda is equal to it as he hit off 2 City players and ran back towards their own penalty area. Sousa's just going to trot back to lay back to his keeper. Malin closest to it, but Cooper, all in pink, will launch that one long, and that one goes through to his opposite number. And the Pandas there. City's bench tonight is Rajopi, the sub-keeper, Miller, Simons, Drame, Zambrano, Slater. Jacob comes back into the squad along with Palmer and Burstow. Sheffield United's bench, again, we'll keep an eye on the action. Davies, I'll wait for the nudge from Swanee. McCallum and Brewster, Shackleton, Campbell, Tyrese Campbell, who's the son of the now late Kevin Campbell. Tragic loss Only just a few weeks ago, Norrington Davies, Brooks, Sariki and Peck as City will try and break with Kamara left-hand side. Looks to push it past the defending Gilchrist. It comes off the defender's feet and rolls through to the keeper, and it's a simple one for him. And they'll go for the quick restart with the overarm throw, cricket-like over to that left-hand side. Here comes Burrows. And they'll try and break down that left side. Paul should have it covered. Thought about played it back first time to Commander. Didn't quite have the option and played it into a tight space, and eventually it was slipped out to McLaughlin. Thanks to Swanee, who's just found out it was Oliver Arblaster, the number 4, who's got a couple of goals already for Sheffield United. He was the one who was put to that challenge on the deer. And now City will try and break at the other end with a long ball down the left side. Kamara, who's looked to get involved in the action earlier, isn't he, Swanee?
Yeah, and the first thought when he got the ball earlier, he's like, can I get the ball and then behind the fullback? Can I take it in one-on-one? And that's what I'd like to see, yeah. He didn't get around it the first time, but as a winger, you're not always going to, you just need that break 3 or 4 times to get past them in a game, create that chance.
Ever present in Portsmouth's League One winning side last season when he was on loan from Norwich, played 52 times in all competitions, 10 goals and 11 assists for Pompey, so got something about him, making that step up this season again. Though he has obviously played for Norwich as well. There he is with a little flick on. Malin will try and get there. He gestures to Padilla to put pressure on the keeper, and that forces Cooper to play that one away quickly. That was good work from Malin, wasn't it, just to spot it. Padilla just needed a little reminder as Kamara goes down. Sheffield United get it back, then give it away. Jones will scrappy on the 7 foot. Yeah, it's been a bit messy, but it's been end to end, hasn't it? Just not.
We're going to get that this year, aren't we? I think I've said that before.
Absolutely, here's McLaughlin trying to work it away. As Jones
starts playing left-sided centre half. He's actually played the ball backwards behind him. That's how far upfield he is. I've not seen that for a while.
Now McLaughlin finally replaces him.
But we've got to send in a good area.
A little flick on, that's nice from Beluvi. As City want a free kick, they're not going to get it. Malin had just drifted over towards that right side. Been impressed with him so far.
Yeah, still a lot more to go.
Yeah,
from a lot of the players.
Ball forward up towards halfway. Giles wins a free kick. Linesman is the one that gave that one. It'll be City's ball just at halfway. 13 minutes gone already. That's gone fast. Well, hasn't it? Understanding though, the pace of the game, there's certainly a zip and an energy about it. It's just not quite got the quality yet, has it?
Not yet. Arms open, everybody will get able to see the whites of the keeper's eyes.
Padilla might have been able to with Hamer had Arblaster. Well, you felt Padilla went down a little bit too easy, didn't you? Yeah. Maybe didn't read the situation. That's nice work from Jones to get moving, and he can scurry forward, and he keeps going into Sheffield United half. Laid off Kamara, left foot, ball dragged across, it was squared and then blocked by Suto, who puts it out for a City corner, and from back to front in 5 seconds. And it was Jones' little slip ball through to Erner, who just kept going and going and going, and eventually the ball in from Kamara was blocked. But that was nice work from City, and they've got a corner left-hand side, 0-0.
When it works like that, it's brilliant to watch. It's something like saying, got a self-good area. I'm looking at Kamara there. For me, fired it to far post there. The angle, yeah. I've seen him going from there, but I've seen the electric.
Ball's been dispossessed anymore. Sheffield United have got a 3-on-1. Giles is back there. Kamara's trying to get back. He's to this right side to Hamer. Hamer in the area. There's the shot and there's the goal. And Beluvi on his debut has been punished at halfway. And City have been punished for the goal on 15 minutes here at the MKM Stadium. That is incredibly sloppy from the Algerian. Shouldn't be getting dispossessed there. City couldn't get the numbers back. Giles is trying to deal with a 3-on-1 situation. And Hamer on his right foot just slots it past Pando. And City have been breached. It's the Tigers 0, Sheffield United 1.
Similar angle there, but Kamara in a shot, but exactly, you don't want to keep repeating yourself. But if you're going to play that way, and you duck, it doesn't work. A minute ago it did work. 30 seconds later it didn't work, then you're left with 3 against 1 at the back. That should never ever happen at any level of football. and they could have gone either way. I thought it chose the wrong decision to go down this right-hand side.
Yeah.
To allow the defender to get closer and try and get some sort of challenge on him, but put the pressure on him. But the angle he was at, he put it like 2 yards inside the far post. That should never happen. 3 against 1. That's now Rangers getting the feel of the fans starting to, yeah, I know you're trying to play, you're trying to do it and play out and open teams up, and all you're consistently doing that, but you can't leave people that wide open at the back.
And it's the 3rd goal of the season for Gustavo Hamer, who's now their leading scorer, who was tied on 2 apiece with Arblaster. I mentioned earlier he had a couple. Hamer now just steps out in front as the Blades' leading scorer, and with clinical finishing like that, you can see why.
Great finish on it.
Little ding. Yeah. So, solid build or not, and he's got the finish. And City trailed by 1-0. He's swapping from balloon, isn't he? Just can't be messing around with it like that.
No, not at all. That's it. That's what happens. If you mess around, get caught out. Good team fight around, not okay.
Mess around and find out, to paraphrase a certain expression that does the rounds. Is City trying to create something over on that right-hand side, but the Blades win it back. It's going to be a throw-in to the South Yorkshire side away on that far left-hand side. In front of the South Stand, it's their fans. You can hear in good voice at the moment as we hit 17 minutes here on BBC Radio Humberside. FM and Freeview on Humberside Sport on a Friday night, where we've got 2 big match commentaries for you. A huge game for Hull Kingston Rovers in their bid to secure a top 2 place in Super League. They're away at the Leigh Leopards tonight. Penultimate game of the regular season. They will be in the playoffs. They will have a home game to start with, but they love that bye week with Rovers. That commentary is on digital radio also, because we can put rugby league commentaries online on BBC Sounds. Unfortunately, just a reminder, we can't do that for Football League commentaries due to contractual rights issues out of our control. Here's McLaughlin stepping outside of his own area. Here's Malin just steps back, then turns the other way, just has a little drag back from O'Hare, tugs at the shirt, free kick City.
That could have been happened again where McLaughlin played the ball, gone past Malin. Malin's turned inside. If that gets cut out, which it nearly did, it's like going into 20-30 yards of space where the gap's been left.
Nice work from McLaughlin though. He set Charles free, left-hand side, drives down the left edge of the area, tries to get the cross in. That one's blocked. Charles should get the first attempt at the ball, and he does. 30 yards out, lays it back 10 yards behind to McLaughlin. He goes down the line to Kamara, whose first thought is to try and take on the defender. Low cross in towards Malin, into the box, blocked by the defender. And that one is played into Raksaki. He should go to send that one away, long up towards Kiefer Moore, who uses his physical presence to get in front of Coyle. And now they'll try and break away, and there's Hamer. And he's skipped past the challenge of Jones. He can break into the area left side. Early ball in towards Moore, and McLaughlin is there to clean up. Played that in a bit too early, I think.
He did, yeah, could have carried it a bit further, couldn't he? Moore trying to get his route sorted out, and he panicked. He was going to try and come around the back of McLaughlin, then he tried stepping in front, which, like I say, he said they played the ball too early. There was the decision making by Jones there, which very rarely he makes the wrong decision to slide in there. If you slide in, you've got to make sure you take the ball. It's miss the ball and then the space was getting behind him.
So, despite some positive signs from City, they trail if you're just joining us by goals in it.
Positive signs going forward, right?
Going forward, correct, yes.
No end product yet, but positive going forward.
Yeah. But still, those worrying, concerning elements defensively.
Yeah.
Coyle slips into McLaughlin, who almost is a right winger at the moment. He'll keep going forward as Malin's going to send this one on the crossfield ball. That one's headed back towards the keeper by Gilchrist, but not on target. And Sheffield United are forced into conceding a corner, left-hand side. 1-0 Blades lead.
Good pressing by Ullo, wasn't it? Like I said, he forced him into that mistake. He had one eye on the player, he's not sure if there was a player coming behind the back. So he tried just glancing it, threw back to the keeper, didn't get the right contact on it.
And will take it, left-footed, moving in the penalty area, sending Coyle with a glancing header across. That one runs away towards the left, Burns will get after it, plays it behind to Giles, midway inside his own half, curls the left footed cross in, headed away by Suter, out as far as Kamara, can't bring it under control, given away only as far as McLaughlin, that one's fired downfield, Burns leaves a foot in, and that's going to be a Sheffield United free kick for the Marlon Burrows.
I thought McConnell was a good set piece, to be fair. Coyley's done everything, got across his front man, which we asked him to do, and he's gone to glance. I think he's missed the ball altogether. It's not easy, but like a sort of glance there, it's got the whole players there that are all on the front foot, all attacking the space where he's trying to put the ball into. Just missed it altogether.
Yeah, with the movement on it, I wasn't sure if he got the slight construction, so he needed
Sort
sort
of
of
trying to very miles away from it. It looked like he missed it.
yeah. But someone coming in behind him,
Yeah.
and there's a bit of maybe an opportunity as Suter drills one down that right side.
He's massive, isn't
25-year-old Australian international. Started his career at Dundee United. He's on loan from Leicester City, played at Stoke as well, where he had 70 appearances for them. Badia's 6'2", isn't he? And he's got a couple of inches on top. I think he's 6'5", Harry Suter. Pando, a very generous 6'1", slides the ball out to Alfie Jones. He made a little dummy run there and it allowed Amir to dash inside. He tried a cheeky flick there, did the Turkish international. It didn't pay off. Thankfully, he didn't lose it, because if he had done,
Let's not say it again.
O'Hare was nearby, wasn't he? Yeah. Ballooney flicks a header on for Badia. There's Amir again, headed forward by Jones. Malum should get there, knocks it down into the path of Amir, then he just switches it to this left side, jars down the line to Kamara. First time ball to Malum, who looks to set Kamara free, but Suter just comfortably strides into that, although I say comfortably strode onto it, but then nearly gave it away. City get it back with Malum, ball played into Coyle. Coyle does well there to just pick out Ballooney behind him, knew the option was there. 18 yards out, Coyle to the byline, gets the cross in, and that one he's volleyed out for a City corner over on the right hand side. 1-0 the Blades lead, we're just past the midway point of the first half. It's all action.
Yeah, and the ball came out this left hand side. Suter got there, he had loads of time, got his head up, saw the keeper was free. It like whipped the ball across, it was like more of a cross, which nearly handed in the path. One of our lads, didn't it, there? Put his team in trouble.
And then it's given City another corner. Amir from the right side. Coyle goes in at the front of the 6-yard box, but it's defended and fired away by Sheffield United. We're back by Malum, who always seems to be in the right place, doesn't he, to just sort of clean up and pick up on those loose balls. Crossfield ball over to Ballooney on the right side.
23 minutes in.
No, the only significant contribution was losing the ball that led to Sheffield United's goal so far. He is Mohamed Balloumi, 22-year-old Algerian, won just one cap for his country a couple of years ago, signed from Farense in the Portuguese Premier League. Alfie Jones does well to slide it through to Amir. Now McLaughlin, he's got room to step across halfway, urged on and encouraged by Tim Volter. Kamara will try first time ball to push it forward, intended for Giles, but he was caught on his heels.
Big ball quality, don't they?
Yeah.
Especially from the wide, and if that way they're trying to get the ball out for them to make things happen for us, they need to be better, both wide men.
Michael Cooper is the Sheffield United keeper, signed from Plymouth in the summer on a permanent deal. His third appearance. He's Steve Burns, nice bit of footwork from him as he twisted and turned away. There's Amir, now gives it to Coyle, 25 yards out, cross ball into the area. Not the most comfortable of clearances by Gilchrist, but it's played away and Jones has been beaten, and here's an opportunity again, and it's Kiefer Moore into the area. Chance for Sheffield United onto his right foot, can't get the ball away, gives it to O'Hare who's on the overlap, comes back into Moore, but the cross is too deep, and City will get away with that one. It remains just 1-0. Peter Swan.
Yes, another mix-up on our attack. I was saying that one ball there, and it came to Jones, and as he was twisting to try and get some clearance on it, he knew Moore was behind him, missed the ball altogether, and Moore, if he had a bit more pace, he could have had a better touch inside, which would have took Jones out of the game altogether, but he didn't. He ran the line, which allowed Jones to get back, and then he tried coming back in on himself, do a little trick, And like I said, the players got back and tidied it up in the end, but another dangerous, it should have been 2-0.
So City escaped that one as Kamara tries to blind back heel intended for Malin, but Sheffield United win it in the City half. BBC Radio Homicide Sport, Mike White and Peter Swan at the MKM Stadium. We've got James Hogarth alongside us, Richard Stead and Nick Pitney, digital and online commentary for Hull Kingston Rovers against Leeds. Here it's Hull City 0, Sheffield United 1. And you don't blink because you might miss something. Not necessarily always of the highest quality, but always something happening, Swanee.
Oh, something to talk about it.
Ball played through, good work from Burns to intercept it. Comes to Kamara. Kamara with that positive intent as his arm dragged back by the goal scorer Hamer. That's going to be a booking for him. And it'll be a free kick in a slightly better position from the one they had about 10 minutes or so, about 20 minutes so ago now. Such as the time flying by. He had an opportunity there, didn't he, if you want Paul back?
He did.
Right,
This time he did grab him, didn't he?
He did. See plenty of action. Hamer scoring a goal, being booked, and conceding this free kick that City have a good 24, maybe close to 30 yards out, left of centre. And Miller's over it. Maitland's just to the left of him. He's got Giles out on this left side, in space by himself at the moment. I wonder if the Turkish international has something a bit more direct in mind, or will he try and pick out a teammate over at the back of the penalty area? Everyone lined up, apart from Sean McLaughlin, who's in an offside position at the moment. He's just bouncing around, bobbing and weaving. Here is Amoni, tries to dip in one, and it's a cracking free kick that's tipped over by the keeper. A little dipper, he caught it with the inside of the foot, it had a real low trajectory, and then just dipped at the last second, and Cooper tipped it over the bar for a City corner.
Tom Huddleston S.
Yes, nice. Like that.
Great strike. Only unfortunate thing for us, it was straight at the keeper, let's say either side of him. See that going in.
The corner comes in from the left-hand side by the previous free kick taker, Amir. And then it's played away by Sheffield United and out with Chapander, who's midway inside his own half. Drills it forward up towards Albie Jones, but can barely get a glancing touch on it, and it runs through to the keeper, Cooper.
So that's where we are at this stage. We're playing with Chapander, who was in a right-sided centre-half position, striking the balls to Jones, who was supposed to play in that position as a striker.
Yeah.
At that time.
At that time.
Now he's back in his normal position.
He is. We've seen. Oops. Oh, given away, Padilla, really the beneficiary of it, but a sliding tackle from Sousa just takes it from him. Now Raksaki has it on this near right-hand side. Good work from Kamara at one stage, and then Walter's fuming because he's giving it away. And here comes Raksaki. Kamara going after it. Raksaki in the area on his left foot, trying to line up for a shot. That was going to be played away. And Walter was less than impressed with that one, as Malin battling in the midfield. City fans want a free kick, not given. And here comes Sheffield United again, left-hand side, leading by a goal to nil. Ball played into O'Hare, just pirouettes away from Jones, now to Burrows. Hamer on the left-hand side, slides it back into Burrows, ball into Moore with the shot, but it's blocked initially, or immediately I should say, by McLaughlin, and out for a goal kick. And we've got 29 minutes of the game. Sheffield United still late.
Mistake after mistake, and bouncing on that, and good defending in the end, kind of blocked us all danger. Morgan made a great unconscious defender there, but I'd say the good block challenge comes another corner. Again, you're looking at giving the ball away there. Again, it's Kamara.
Yeah. Sheffield United corner, left-hand side, both arms go up. Right in swinger. A bit of tussling and tugging in there, and Suter is penalised. Cole was the one to go down. And there will be a City free kick as we approach the half-hour mark, I should say, in this one. And well, Swanee, what are you making of it?
The result's about right. There could be 2 down.
Yeah.
It's entertaining. Look decent going forward. It's like a repeat. I've said this from week in, week out, but mistakes are made. You look now when the McLaughlin's gone, and he's like gone into the midfield and the space. taken up there by the keeper, who comes in and plays another ball behind himself. Back to Giles. We talked about it before, about the players trying to play. I think, and I've said it before, that they're scared of doing it because of the mistakes. If they do get punished or do lose the ball in a certain area, the spaces are there. Got into attack like we conceded one already without doing that. So I think the players in their mental mind is stopping doing it because it's not a natural thing to leave your centre half to go and leave that space behind. So if someone does get nicked or you try and play around the corner, it's a bubble. It's moving.
And that hesitation and uncertainty creates nervousness, doesn't it?
Yeah.
As City concede a free kick. O'Hare is fouled. Diminutive little figure there, the number 10. Started his career at Villa. I mentioned the Jack Grealish. I wonder if it's a bit of a Jack Grealish tribute act.
I'm going to have a tribute act.
Hey?
Yeah, Sunday. Should see my shirt, Mike. I'll be wearing that again. But all the days like silk arms. I'm just sat there watching telly,
just stroking yourself.
Me all night. Well, this can't be right, but I like it.
Long ball forward up to Kiefer Moore, controls it. Ball slipped into the area. Jones has to get in there, and it's going to be cleared by Coyle. Just cleared away.
It's a matter of time before they score again. You just feel it's coming.
It's in that way, isn't it? It's those direct balls, and Moore's the perfect.
Just making
oil for it, isn't it?
To the centre half, just behind the fullbacks, and like I say, they get on the end of it there. That's tried to little trick there. That tried dragging it through his own leg there, and he nearly got away with it. And then Coyle slips and recovered to get the clearance.
Well, it's not quite the winner takes it all tonight. Early on in the season, just to go back on the other thing for you there.
Yeah. Too easy.
O'Hare on this right hand side, midway inside the City half.
They're not having to do much to open us up either.
No.
Just when making it easier for them.
Souza gives the ball away, then gets it back. Forces Burns off the ball, slips it into Hamer, who's gone more central. Moore's deep at the moment. Back to Hamer again, works it to Raksaki. He's inside the area, trying to open up some space. Looks to get it back onto his right foot. Stumbled as the challenge came in. Comes out for Sheffield United throwing on this right hand side. 33 minutes gone. City 0, Sheffield United 1.
Just loud with the saying, you get yourself an opportunity like that. Stop having an extra touch, get your shot away.
Yeah.
Twice now we've been at this right side. Cut back in and try getting another touch to open it up. Take that strike. I think get between players' legs and the same off puts the keeper. They've still got the anything late. Same with yourself when we get into certain areas, but not been there yet.
Saki on loan from Crystal Palace. Chelsea youth initially, then coming through the further through the system at Selhurst Park, as that one's chested off for O'Hare. He wants to go, he's going down, wants a free kick, but not given by the referee, and Balumi might have a chance to try and get away, and then he'll look to slide it down the right side for Malin, but there was never any real chance of that being a problem for Sheffield United, barring a slip or a mistake, and they get it back again.
Are they good? I'm trying to think, are they good, or are we just making it look easy for them?
I think they're functional.
I'm just looking at that a big long strike, 40-yard strike up to the big keeper Moore. And as the ball's in the air, he's not even looking at the ball, he's shouting at his wide man to come across him so he can just drop it on his chest, pick it up. He's even got time for him to do that. Then he steps across McLaughlin, drops it on his chest. And the lad comes in on the left-hand side and thinking, that's too easy.
They've just got a bit more fluidity about where they play, haven't they?
Yeah, and more stable, aren't they? Yeah. Like a 4-4-2 of a set of now.
Yeah, O'Hare just dropping in alongside Moore as McLaughlin going to try and set Giles away. Can Giles get there? He just can't. He had a little bit too much on it. And he puffs out the cheeks with the City left back in an element of frustration. And it'll be a goal kick to Sheffield United, who's it's their best unbeaten start to a league season, having 1-2 and drawn 2 since they went 16 unbeaten in their League One campaign back in the 2012-13 season. A far cry from the struggles they had last season in the Premier League, of course, where they won just one game away all season. Different kettle of fish down there, but even that by Premier League standards was a struggle, as City might try and break. Kamara looking to try and slip Balumi through.
It's again,
Intercepted by
Leicester has it. To be fair, that's a great opportunity to play a nice simple pass through there.
Yeah.
Slide it through, strike on goal, and get back in it. Not the best ball, intercepted. Sheffield United back on the attack.
Yeah, a bit more composure. And City have got a chance there, haven't they?
Yeah.
He's trying hard, Kamara, but it's not coming off yet, is it?
We're all trying hard and it's not coming off.
Fair point.
You want more from these players, I mean, especially white men. I said after seeing people like Philogene come and do what he did, I think a lot of fans are expecting similar things to happen.
Yeah. Here's Irma trying to get past Sousa, and then dispossessed, and here comes Sheffield United. Hamer, who's gone a bit more central at the moment. He'll try and slip in O'Hare. Away, it just runs across the angle of the penalty area. He's got some support with Burrows, comes into Burrows. That'll be left. Will it? No, he goes for the shot with the right foot. Maybe should have let it run, and now City can try and break at the other end. They've got numbers forward. Baloumi's making a run. Can Malin find him? Malin just checks his run and then loses possession. What was he doing there? We praised him in the past. That was...
Look how long it's taken to get up there on the attack, and he's still on his knees. Get back. That's the initial reaction when things don't go your way.
Himmer again, ball into Moore. O'Hare's in there. Coyle defends it. Sheffield United get it back again though, and they're still trying. Here's Gilchrist. Angle of the penalty area right side. Slips into the area. O'Hare drags it back. Headed clear by McLaughlin. And then Irma knocks it down for Baloumi. And here comes Irma again. They'll try and skip away. Good ball into Kamara on this left side. He's got Padilla in support. He plays it on an angle. Not a good ball from Kamara. They had a 3-on-2.
Yeah. He put his idea, but don't they?
Out for a City throw.
And Malin there trying to get back. They didn't even try and get back. That's upsetting as a team member. If you're looking around and you see a player, he will walk. Well, I don't know how long it took him to get back. But he didn't even get back into position.
Just watching him, he's walking a little bit gingerly, whether that's playing a part in it. Just as he steps away there, it's going to be a throw-in for City, 25 yards out, on this near left touchline in front of the West Stand, thrown in by Giles in towards Badia. Side foots the ball off to Giles. Giles will send this cross ball in, that's going to go through the area, might come to Coyle. Coyle will send a shot in, it's headed clear by Ahmed Odzic, as the attendance of 22,403 comes in. Decent crowd again, still a couple of thousand or so shy of the capacity. Giles works his way in field and Raksaki takes it from him. Giles wants a free kick, but the referee having none of it. He's letting a lot go as the referee this evening. As Jones comes across the cover and puts that one out for a throw-in. The referee's Peter Banks of Merseyside, predominantly a Premier League referee. Last time he took charge of the City game was back in April 2019, a loss to West Brom. He also did Sheffield United 1, Hull City 0 early that season.
You never been nervous watching your team when they're attacking?
Yeah. I know what you mean. Yeah, because you're worrying when they're going to lose it and when they're going to be punished. Yeah. And unfortunately, we've not seen enough in terms of end product for it to be an excitement of what might come out of it.
Exactly.
Yeah. Oh, little tug on the shirt of Keeper Moore there by Alfie Jones.
Offside. Looking at offside first.
No, flag went off, yeah. Because he practically yanked the shirt off Keeper Moore's back there.
Just readdressing himself.
Speaking of 1-0, that was the scoreline last time City were victorious over Sheffield United, which has been a while, no wins in 7. It was also a Friday night game, back in February 2018 under Nigel Adkins. It was Chris Wilder's first spell as Blades boss. Newer Dicko with the goal, that's a name from a few years ago. Here's Kamara, number 44 on his back, making his debut along with Baloumi. Finn Burns making his full league debut in the 3 changes for the Tigers tonight. If you missed it earlier, no Charlie Hughes on the bench. He's dealing with an appendix issue. He's had to go to the hospital to have that treated. Wish him well with that. And in terms of the new signings, no Rushworth, no Alzati, and no Puerta either. Here's Coyle across halfway. Running into a bit of a tight alley there, and that's proven by the less than accurate ball down that right side, which doesn't pick out Baloumi. Instead finds a Sheffield United player. Suter works that one out from his own penalty area quickly, and Sheffield United have space to run into. They've got a 2-on-1 with Kamara. Burns comes across the cover, but Gilchrist got away from him. Ball into the area. Can't get it out from under the feet at the moment. City trying to clear it. Gilchrist has done well, steps in front of Burns. That will be a goal kick, and that had the potential to be something worse than it was, Swanee.
Again, yeah, but I think it's that amount of bodies that prevented them getting the shot away from one. Another like nervous time when we're going forward.
As the ball was played back inside to Eva Panda, now McLaughlin, who's had to make a couple of last-minute challenges, hasn't he, in this game so far. He'll just step forward into that sort of central midfield position. Finburn's a bit further forward of him. Again, that fluidity that Tim Bolters wanted him to play with, but right now the fluidity is just not clicking, is it?
It's as if they don't want to do it.
Go back to what you said, Swan, it's that hesitation.
Yeah.
Not fully committing to it.
And when they do fully commit, we're all going to be on the same page, aren't we?
You can hear there's almost a restless murmur around the MKM Stadium, can't you? It's not that, going back to what we said, it's not that sense of anticipation, it's that maybe sense of dread, almost like what they're going to do, what's going to happen, sitting on the edge of the seat a little bit. Here's Jones, just works it to Giles, who's currently right back, then he'll push it infield to Panda, and you'll hear all of a sudden the fans are just going to say, come on, let's get going with it, what are we doing? Coyle can't work that one out at the moment of his own half, so goes back to Panda again. Now McLaughlin, who just looked behind him to see what his option was, and his option's Kamara, who's got a bit of space to work with. He's got Giles inside, he goes over on the outside though. Kamara keeps going, trapped by Souza. Still Kamara, that one comes off Souza. City corner, something out of nothing.
Something out of nothing, yeah, what the plan was, that was it.
It was kind of a run and hope, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I'll say a little bit more cultured than we've maybe seen before, but still nothing out of it. Here's Bellini cross balling into the edge of the 6-yard box, headed away, it's hooked clear by Hodzic. Giles is going to go back to Panda. There's a couple of the groans from the fans, but Panda can see what's in front of him. Now back to his keeper again, who's almost up towards the centre circle as he slides it to Jones. He's got Coyle in support, he's got a bit of room to run into, and he will. And he keeps going down that right side. Can he get across it towards the goal line? Looks to send that one into the penalty area. It's blocked and deflected away for another City corner. Got about a minute and a half plus added on time of this first half, with City trailing by a goal to nil on BBC Radio Humberside. Peter Swan.
Physio to come on? Yeah, Physio's coming on.
Yeah, they've just got to play it down. A couple of, just literally a smattering of boos. Some City fans maybe think there's a bit of time wasting going on, but it was just as the block came in, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's not moved.
And it's still down at the moment. Well, City have had the third fewest number of shots on target per game so far this season, just over 3. And it comes back to what we've said, that there's been a lot of attacking intent in the opening games, Swanee, isn't there? Certainly the ones we saw, but no end product.
No. It's as if they're working on trying to get out from the back into the midfield and then up to the top. It's as if they've not worked on the movement in the final third there. The crosses or the interchanging or the movement, it just seems to stop when they get up there. And it's like you just said there, he was running down the wing with what was he, thought in his head? Was he going to play a trick and try and come back inside? He just kept going and going.
Yeah.
When the defender came in, put a challenge in, we got a corner from it.
And when I was talking about it, I said about a bit more culture about it. He is. Yeah, I'm trying to see who it is. Is it Emma Hodzic, the other centre? No, it's Souza, who's now just shuffled on his backside. No, 21, Souza. Yeah, he's now gone off, so that's going to allow play to continue. There'll be 3 minutes of added on time, by the way, here, as we enter stoppage time. Souza's now on his free. Corner on that right side. Giles will take it short. gives it to Malem. Malem just steps over, then gives it to Ömer. Now inside. Sorry, this is Giles. Giles will send it in. It was Balloumi who took the corner up on that far side. Cleared away in Sheffield United. Nearly had a 3-on-2 there. Moore couldn't control it. And now City have it back inside Sheffield United half. Burns to Malem. It's off the ball. Bit of a hospital ball as Kyle gets there first. Now out to the right side to Balloumi. Tries to get a cross in. He deflects up in the air off a Sheffield United head. Malem's in there. Might drop down. Headed away by O'Hare. Controlled by Burns. Shoot was the shout from a couple of the fans. It wasn't on for him though. City keep possession black and amber. Ömer into Balloumi. Tries to work the ball back into the Turkish international, but it's played out for a City throwing away on that right hand side. 1-0 they trail. Can they get a goal just before the break? Ball into Balloumi's dispossessed. Too easy. Way too easy. City trying to get it back though with Malem, and in the process of doing so, there's a foul, and that's going to be a booking for Finn Burns when he turns around. He'll see the referee's yellow card in his face. Oh, just a little bit messy and scrappy, Swan, isn't it?
It is. It is. I find I think it was my ears and bones to you at half time. It's not necessarily not working out, it's just
not quality. What I call limited quality. Yeah, the run I was talking about with Kamara, it was a little bit Ali RS, wasn't it? It was just run, run, run. What am I going to do at the end of it?
Yeah. Not good.
No. Final minute of the 3 added on time here at the MKM Stadium in the first half. Let's see Sheffield United take the lead on 15 minutes after a mistake by Balloumi to lose possession at halfway. And here comes Sheffield United again, ball into the box. It might just run loose for Arblaster. He's got a couple of goals for his side already this season. Coyle gets a shove, but he stumbles and eventually he goes down. That seems to take an eternity for the City captain to go down. Free kick taken quickly though. City want to get on with it. Might not be enough time to make anything count here, but they'll try. McLaughlin sees his pass blocked by Moore and it's out for a throw-in in front of Chris Wilder's technical area. He just points and shouts out a couple of instructions. Final few seconds of this first half. McLaughlin takes it, referee has a look at his left wrist and then brings his right hand to his mouth to blow his whistle, and Swanee called it. Just a couple. There's some clapping from a fan down in front of us. There were a couple of boos as the whistle went as well, but all really a generally muted response all round. City fans can't even find the energy to really voice their feeling one way or the other en masse. And they see their side trail by a 1-0 at the break. As I said, 15 minutes when Balloumi on his debut, losing the ball at halfway. Sheffield United broke. They had options either side. The ball seemed to be the wrong option at first, but Hamer, who was already on 2 goals this season, he's now the leading scorer with 3 as he just slotted it coolly past Panda's right hand and into the far corner. Could have been 2 just a few minutes later as well when Moore had a chance. The move broke down after a mistake by Alfie Jones. Again, keeper Moore taking the wrong option on that one. The only real sort of opportunity, we'll say, and I'll say that word loosely for City, came on 28 minutes when Ömer had a free kick that was tipped over. He dipped nicely, was straight at the keeper, but he still had to deal with it. And at the break, City trailed by 1-0. Peter Swan.
Yeah, we could have been outside, to be fair. That's not a good performance by a long way. I'm looking at your front 3 to try and make things happen. Kamara, Badia, Balloumi, not good enough on what I've just seen in that 45 minutes. Going forward into the second half, they need to rock it up and don't they need some change, they need to do something now. Like, we could have been outside, could have been 3 or 4. I'm saying, we're making it, I don't know if they're that good or we're making it look easy for them, but lacking the quality throughout and then putting more stress on the defenders, which is putting more nerves, and then it's causing pressure, mistakes, and then resulting in a goal. So nervous. Well, I did say in commentary, I've never been as nervous when we're attacking, because as soon as we lose it, the spaces are all over. Like I say, there's that many bodies that's trying to push forward. You can see what he's trying to do, but it's not getting to the place to do it. It's not working at the moment. So what he's going to say at half time, let's see if it changes straight away. The first 10-15 minutes are going to be massively important, or it could be a landslide. Isn't it?
The two wingers just haven't been able to affect the game so far. For all the endeavour from Kamara at times, there's just been no end product.
I just don't think they've got caught with what I've just seen. That
No.
you want more from them.
Balumi, it's not happening for him, and he's made the mistake for the goal as well.
Yeah. And as a striker, yeah, nothing to feed off, but we have now when we have got in certain areas, he's not got himself in the right spot or at the right touch at the right times, or he's got himself. Like you look at Moore when the ball's come up to him, he's been strong, he's held the ball up, he's brought other players into it, and he's been a danger sometimes by not being a goal threat, but he's made people around him a danger and a threat.
Not great at the break. It is at half time, Hull City 0, Sheffield United 1.
Thank you, Mike. Yes, second half commentary to come here on BBC Radio Humberside. Better news on our digital radio and BBC Sounds commentary, where Hull Kingston Rovers lead by 10 points to 0 at the interval. Tries from Ryan Hall and Mikey Lewis making the difference between Hull Kingston Rovers and the Elite Leopards. If you want second half commentary from Richard Stead and former Robin Nick Pickney, you need to be on digital radio and on BBC Sounds on app and website. In the football then, so Hull City are 1-0 down at home to Sheffield United. That actually is the only game in the EFL tonight, but there are a couple of extra Super League games. It's currently St Helens 14, the Casper Tigers 4, and in the other game tonight, Wigan Warriors 14 and East Rhinos 0. That St Helens Casper game is now at half time. Well, let's hear from one of the players who's certainly had an impact in that first half for the Tigers. He was one of the Tigers deadline day signings. He has certainly made an impact and certainly caught the eye for various reasons in the first half. I'm talking about forward Abu Kamara. He joined the club from Norwich on a 4-year deal. The 21-year-old's been speaking to BBC Radio Homicide's Ollie Turner about how he's found the first 2 weeks at the club.
It's been great, honestly, training with the boys, like, spending time with them and getting to know and getting a feel for them on the pitch is really good.
What's it been like joining right at the end of the transfer window and as well right on the cusp of the international break? So as soon as you've come in, some of your teammates have already gone out on international duty.
Well, to be honest, on deadline day it was pretty stressful because it already got confirmed, like what all parties agreed about like 10-20 minutes before the deadline day closed. So at the moment it was a bit stressful, but I'm happy that got confirmed. And the international break, I felt like it was a good time for me to almost chill and click with the players on the pitch and know how players play. So I thought that came at the right time.
Just on that wait that you had on deadline day, what has that been like over the summer, waiting for your future to be sorted out?
There was a lot of speculation, but I'm just happy that I'm finally here and I'm ready to get going, really.
Looking at your time so far at Hull City, how much has perhaps the international break come at a good time so you can get to grips with Tim Bolton's philosophy?
It's been a really good time, to be honest, like understanding the new system, how he wants me to play in the system, like, and also how he wants us to press, all the out possession stuff. Like, it's been really beneficial for me.
Describe to us then his system and what he wants you to do within that.
So he wants the wingers to play high and wide. He likes us running in behind. Out of possession, he wants us to almost tuck in to shut it to one side, be ready to be on the break from the transition. Yeah.
Is that something that you've been used to before at Norwich City or Portsmouth, or is it completely different?
Yeah, I'd say it's pretty similar, so it's not too much adapting to do. Yeah.
What's Tim like as a person?
He's a really nice guy. Like, obviously he's serious at times, but I feel like when I talk to him just one-on-one, like, he's very helpful. Like, even today in training, he just keeps around me and just asked me how I'm getting on and just filled me up with a lot of confidence, really.
And as part of your move as well, what have your interactions been like with the owner, Adrianella Jella, and Tan Kessler as well?
Really good. I spoke to them on the Zoom So I decided to join Hull, and I saw them at the Leeds game as well, and they just hugged me, like, it just made me feel like at home, almost like a family feeling.
Did you know anyone here in the
I knew Charlie Hughes from the England camp that we just went on.
It's been reported that you wanted the move to Hull City. This was your preferred destination. Is that true? Is that the case?
Yeah.
Why was it that you wanted to come here then?
Like I said before, the Zoom, like, my whole family was on it, and the sporting director and manager just convinced me this was the place to be for my development. And they made my family feel at ease as well, so that was a massive reason for me joining Hull City.
I suppose looking at someone last season in a similar position, Jaden Philogene, and the campaign that he had here before going back to Aston Villa, how much perhaps did that play a part, seeing the progress that you made here?
I thought that played a part in it, definitely. Like, I'll be scrolling on Instagram and I'll see like highlight reels of Jaden Philogene and Fabio Carvalho just tearing up the champ basically, and seeing how Hull played through them little clips just made me believe that this is the place to be for young attackers.
What was the one clip that you saw of Jaden or Fabio that went, right, I want to do that at Hull City this coming season?
I don't know if I can execute it like he did, but it was the Jaden Philogene goal, he knocked in the defender and then scored a real run.
Yeah, a Rotherham.
Yeah,
some goal. Looking at yourself from South East London, how have you found the move up north so far?
It's been good, honestly. Like, it's really quiet here, but I think that will really help me focus and just concentrate solely on football. But it's been a lot of travelling, honestly, and it's a bit tiring. But now I've moved all my stuff down and just moving to a place.
As a fellow Southerner, I know exactly where you're going to be fair with all that travelling. So have you just moved up for the time being? Are your family going to join you at any point?
No, my family's going to stay down in London, but I'm just trying to get a place sorted.
And whereabouts have you been so far during your early start here at Hull City?
What, like out and about?
Yeah, out and about.
Things people in the room.
Yeah.
When there was the boys. I've been to St. Stephen's Keys, where I went there just to have a look around.
How did you find it?
I thought it was alright, to be honest. Yeah, it's alright. Couple of shots in there.
Who's helped you settle in the most out of the current squad?
To be fair, I think they all play a part. Like, whenever I feel lost or anything, like, any of the boys will just come up and help me, like, wherever I'm going in the training ground, or whether that's looking for houses, like, they've all been very helpful.
And of course, you come here off the back of a very impressive season at Portsmouth. How important was that for you, a real breakthrough campaign on loan?
I feel like it's done me a good favour, really. Like, having the season I had, like, I don't think anyone expected me to do as well as I've done, but I believed in myself, and the manager believed in me to keep playing me, and I feel like the run of games gave me a lot of confidence to perform, and I'm glad I was able to repay it.
I was going to ask you about that. Did you expect to progress as quickly as you have done after your first full season in senior football?
No, not really. I didn't expect to be involved in every game, but to be thrown in like that, I feel like it benefited me massively because it made me more physically robust, and it got me up to speed with the league quicker as well.
What else do you think you learned from that season at Portsmouth?
Just to keep going at the man, because the one time you don't do it might be the one time that you could have created something for a teammate to score or for myself to score.
And then, of course, to earn this move here to Hull City on a 4-year contract, how much confidence does that give you that the club is putting that level of faith in you?
4 years is a long time, so I feel like it's boosted my ego massively and made me a lot more confident in the trust that they have in me to see me as a long-term project.
Just looking at your departure from Norwich City, do you have any regrets at all about how that panned out?
No, not really. I just felt like it was right for me to move on from Norwich, and here I am.
What would you say to the club, of course, having left, given they brought you joined at 10, didn't you? So what would you like to say to them about the fact that they've supported you through that journey up until this point?
I'd just like to say thank you for taking me in when I was young and developing me as a player and a person. Yeah.
What are your next goals then here at Hull City, personally and for the team?
Well, obviously I want to get promoted. Personally, I just want to do better than last season, really keep building on that.
You've of course got promotion experience with Portsmouth. Do you think this group can do it this season?
Definitely, like, from the vibe I'm getting in training, like, everyone's on it, so it's pretty similar to how I felt at Portsmouth, so I definitely think we're capable.
What should City supporters expect from you?
Just me trying to be creative, working hard, and healthy as well.
That's Abu Kamara. Hull City will be looking to him, certainly, to change things around in the second half. The Hull City players are out warming up. They've been sent out by head coach Tim Bolton. No sign yet of the Sheffield United players, as I can see. We're waiting for the second half commentary of the Rugby League, but you'll find that shortly on digital radio and BBC Sounds. Richard Stead and Nick Pinkney, the commentary team there. Certainly looking better for Hull Kingston Rovers than it is for Hull City right now. The Robins lead by 10 points to 0. Tries from Ryan Hall and Mikey Lewis. There's a substitution to tell you about shortly with Mike White and Swanee here on BBC Radio Homicide. It is, in fact, a couple of substitutions, so I think it's now time to bring back your commentary team for this second half. Don't forget the Rugby League on digital radio and BBC Sounds on app and online. And right now here on 95.9 FM and also on Freeview channel 713. Second half of Hull City against Sheffield United with Mike White and Swan.
Cheers, James. Yeah, 2 changes for Tim Bolton's side at the break. He's brought on Liam Miller for Kamara, and Cody Drame's come on for Ryan Charles. So Drame will go straight in at left back over on the far side as we look at it. And yeah, a couple of changes. I'll get Swanee's thoughts on that in a second. We're ready to get the second half underway. The referee just waiting for the nod from the TV bosses to say that they can get things started. That's your best coverage, as always, on your radio on the site from the BBC. Mike and Swanee with you. The second half commentaries, we are underway here at the MKM Stadium. As City trailed by Golden L. The Tigers, as we look at it, we're high at the top of the West Stand upper, looking down just left of halfway, sort of behind Chris Wilder's dugout and technical area. City attacking left to right towards the south stand in those black and amber shirts, black shorts and black socks. Louis Coyle wipes some moisture off the ball and then launches that one down the right side. It's headed forward by Burrows. And there's in there to play it infield, but it's won by Sousa for Sheffield United. Played back to his keeper, Cooper. Tigers have made 3 changes from the side that lost to Leeds United a couple of weeks ago. I'll give you the team in a second. Here's Coyle as City get it back. Can they be more effective in this second half? Because, brutally speaking, talking to a couple of City fans at the break, not impressed at all. Jones has done well there to get possession, but then tries to turn into twisting winger, and it's just not quite his forte. He loses possession as almost gets it back. Footed from Balumi, Malin helps him out. Tigers win possession again at halfway. Jones gives it to Balumi, who can't control it. That's out for a City throw-in though.
And the right lead changes.
Miller's definitely one of the positive ones, isn't he? Because we've liked what we've seen from him so far.
Might have been better than Kamara tonight.
Yeah, wasn't happening, was it? Here's Padilla, who's done well to get it away from a couple of Sheffield United defenders, and the referee eventually spotted a little hand in there from the City striker. Padilla is penalised. So at Tigers side then now with the changes that have been made. Uganda in goal. Back four of Coyle, Jones, McLaughlin and Drame, who's come on for Giles. Finn Burns on his full league debut, sitting in the defensive midfielder role. Balumi on this right hand side. Malem, and now Miller, who's on for Kamara, and Badia is leading the line. I'll give you the bench in a second, as well as that Sheffield United side. A little flick on from Kiefer Moore. McLaughlin putting his head in where it might have hurt, and he got a kick there. Oh, and Coyle, as he's played it, he's just slipped, and he just checked his groin there. The cross comes in for Drame to deal with. Miller helps him out. The two City substitutes at half-time linking up. Drame just turns away. He bleached his hair, Cody Drame. It looks like he has, isn't he?
That was shaved it off.
Well, that's what I was trying to work out. If it's a shaved shine, a shaved shine. Thank you. Would have got me into a lot of trouble that one, couldn't it? We're still in the job, Swan. We're alright for another week.
Had to go, didn't it?
Yeah, tried to stitch me up. Thanks for that. Nice to know who your friends are.
They tried changing down the left hand side. Let's see if it's a bit more about them down the left side.
The remaining subs were Choppy, Simon, Zambrano, Slater, Jacob, Palmer, and Burstow. If you missed it, no Charlie Hughes. He's got an appendix problem. Hopefully find out more from Tim Volter after the game. No Puerta, no Alzati, and no Rushworth of the newer signings. City just moving the ball around their back line at the moment. Here comes McLaughlin. Needs to be better quality in this second half, because it really wasn't there in that opening 45 minutes. It could have been 2 or 3-0 down. Coyle dispossessed inside the Sheffield United half, but here trying to get it back. He'll charge this one down as Cooper in all pink, highlighter pen pink shirt, shorts and socks, sends it away. That's headed down into the feet of Liam Miller, whose boots match the pink kit of the Sheffield United keeper. Miller just plays it back to Drame. And then across to Jones. Now Coyle is in his own half. He's going to have to use Panda as his outlet. Not been given any real time on the ball at all by Sheffield United City, have they?
No, out of possession, they've gone like a 4-2-4. That's it, on the pressing, they're winning the back.
Well, and Burns has given it away. Now Moore's going to try and go from range. Panda was scrambling back, but Moore didn't have the accuracy. And they had numbers, and that probably wasn't the right decision. An option there, was it, from Moore?
Wrong decision, Mike. Led out right hand side, screaming for the ball. Moore's trying to smash one over the top of Pandora's head, trying to get back, but it looks like he was in a better position to get it anyway. So, wrong decision by Moore, which is good for us.
Burns hasn't quite looked comfortable, has he? He's not the only one.
No.
But it's City again, trying to get it out from their own half.
It's just an excellent way to happen. Right, that's not the best ball, is it?
No, but City do get a free kick as he's fouled. A message from Shaw, thinks Burns looks tired, not good enough on the ball. Kamara's lightweight, thinks the same with Malem as well. Says it's taken me 45 minutes to see we've got massive problems. Coyle again, the only one standing up. So he's getting in touch.
It's like the kid in the playground, he's trying to do everybody's job.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Can't do everything, can they?
No. Then he gets caught, then you see the fans are having a go.
Here's City though with Burns. Now Miller, left side of the area. Little slaloming run into the box, and then just made a little bit too easy for Sheffield United to stick the foot in, take it away, and clear it out for a throw. But that was a bit more purpose about it, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's it. Change of plan, what if Miller coming on the left hand side.
At least with Miller doing that, he's forcing the defender into having to make a decision.
Yeah.
Throwing for the Tigers, left hand side, about 15 yards in from halfway into the Sheffield United half of the field. One play to McLaughlin, who controls it, then hooks it back to Jones, who has to control it as it comes in with a bit of pace. There is Coyle again, looking for an option. That option is Panda. McLaughlin's got to go back to his keeper once more. United, as I said, giving them no real time or space on the ball. Happy to just sit off here, but the minute the ball goes, there we go, the minute the ball goes 10 yards further forward,
Discipline went to strike when they see the loose pass.
Yeah.
That's why we can resolve work on that. It's picked the right time when one of the midfield, but centre house is gone.
The ball brought forward by Jones, and if Badia could have brought that one down on his left foot, he had a chance, but instead it just skipped away from him. And the chance goes away, 52 minutes gone, Hull City 0, Sheffield United 1.
Yeah, one straight ball there, nearly caught him out, didn't it? That's it. It's one of them where your hamstrings are at full stretch there, trying to just get some sort of, I think your toe poked it, but just couldn't get that little deft touch where the ball drops in front of him, then his neck strikes on goal.
Drummond as well, just step inside and then opens up the space to find Jones, but he is offside, so instead he has to go shorter to Amur. Tries to thread a ball through for Malin, but that's well read by Suter, and he had to, because otherwise the German was on the end of a peach of a pass there, wasn't it?
It was a great time run by Malin.
And then Gamer on the outside of his right foot, Coyle scurrying back after it, lays it back to Panda, and that's gone out for a corner. And Coyle saying to Panda, look, I needed you to bump for that one.
Yeah, you could see he was under pressure, he needed a better angle, didn't he?
Yeah.
Panda stayed in his body, and he's between the posts there, he needs to make that move outside so he can lay the ball back for him, but I still think probably could have been a better ball by Coyle as well.
Because Burrows didn't really pressure him, did it?
No.
And he's forced a corner. Yeah. So he knew he just kind of sat off Coyle, didn't he?
Yeah.
And again, the referee's been suckered in by the fans in that northwest corner to come across and check that the ball's where it should be, and he's moved it. I have to say, he didn't need to from this angle. It's been moved back. Yeah, but you can see it's overhanging, can't you, from here? Hager's going to take this one, right footed, curls it in, headed up in the air by Badir, not clear getting a dangerous spot, dropping down, can go anywhere, and a save by Panda at the near post. It was Sousa who came in with the left foot, and the keeper denies him. 54 minutes gone, played still lead 1-0.
Yeah, that's it. Good save by Panda. Good eye for him to get across. Should have beat me the near post, but did well to get across there because it could have gone anywhere. And again, they're looking at the picking up space.
Cross is going to come in deep towards the back post, and that one goes wide. Just taken quickly off that corner. Didn't mess around with it. And City looking to restart, taking inside their own penalty area. Jones, they've got Cooper in goal. Again, I'll get Swanee to just make sure he gives me a nod every time I'm looking down at my team sheet. Gilchrist, Suter, Amaholdzic and Burrows the back four. The midfielders Saki, Sousa, Arblaster and Hamer, and Callum O'Hare supporting keeper Moore. Their bench, Davis the keeper, McCallum, Brewster, Shackleton, Campbell, Norrington Davis, along with Brooks, Sariki and Peck. And the referee is Peter Banks of Merseyside. And it's 1-0 Sheffield United lead on BBC Radio Humberside. Hull Rovers in action on digital radio and online via BBC Sounds, leading at lead. That'll be a big result for the Robins if they can see that one out. Malin, nice footwork to just control it, and then the ball spread wide by Bird to the left-hand side. McLaughlin tries to get the cross in, not the player he necessarily wanted to try and get a delicate cross in, and now he's caught out. And Sheffield United will try and break, but they get numbers across the City just to close that one off. Gilchrist loses possession, Badia into the area, goes down. The referee says no foul, not strong enough decision. Not strong enough. No, had to stand up to it again.
Pushed him aside, didn't they?
Nice work to begin with. You just wanted it at Miller's feet, not McLaughlin's, with respect, didn't you? Because City are going to win it back with Amur. Just on the edge of the centre circle, inside the Sheffield United half. Diagonal ball to Coyle. Coyle strides forward. Still Coyle on his right foot into the area. Checks back. Got some support with Galumi. Galumi on his left foot. Now on his right foot. Dicks across in. Keeper's ball. Probably the best passage of play from City in this second half so far. And we've had 11 minutes of it. They still trail by a goal to now.
Can't believe that Foyle had the opportunity to strike it there. Worked ever so well. Got to edge of the box. The angle was on for keeper, the defender won't back. He could have got his strike away there, and he's only been coming back around and playing the ball out wide. I thought he'd have pulled the trigger.
Just try and drive it, ask the question, but don't you? Yeah. Sousa just comes deep. He's a tall, gangly midfielder, isn't he? Sort of basketball player-esque, isn't he? The Brazilian.
What a big lad, isn't he?
He is. There's another big lad in Sousa, we mentioned him earlier on. Played a big part in this Sheffield United start to the season. Unbeaten so far, heading for a 5th game unbeaten. He got through to the second round of the League Cup before losing to South Yorkshire rivals Barnsley by a goal to nil. And here's Coyle on the right hand side, back to Eva Panda again, who's still being kept as the starting keeper so far. Rachopi on the bench, no Rushworth as we mentioned. Here's Drame trying to feed in Bedia, but he's trying to get it through too many Sheffield United players. And that ball is played downfield. Coyle comes across to cover.
They're just sitting to wait to sprint out there. Yes, waiting for that mistake and bang.
Yeah, look, they're playing that three, aren't they there? Just forcing City to sort of play it around between them at the moment. Then
They're conceptualised, aren't they?
yeah, Hamer just drops off as Jones tries the crossfield ball, can't pick out Miller, and Raksaki gets it back, and here comes Sheffield United again. Hamer's going to make the run if he can be picked out. He is. Just had to check that movement slightly. Then ball is on the overlap, driven across in. Coyle's there to cover it once more, and once again it's the City captain who's having to do all the hard work for the Tigers. Maybe City can break away here though with Miller. Good work from Sousa to dispossess him, throw into City on this right hand side, just in front of Chris Wilder. And we've got an injured player. Play continues at the moment. Is it Hamer? Yeah, it is. He's saying he's going to have to come off the goal scorer. He's done the damage though so far. Here's Miller over on that left hand side, in front of the East stand, inside to Drama. Behind him to Jones. Coyle wants it, putting his arms out, saying, "There if you need me." Eventually comes to him via McLaughlin. McLaughlin will dink a lovely ball out. Nicely weighted pass to Miller over on the left hand side. Checks in on his right foot, cross ball in, flicked up in the air off Sousa, and that'll land on the roof of the net for a City corner.
They're still in it, aren't they? I don't know how, but they're still in it.
Oh.
So a goal could get the fans on the edge of the seats, give that lift. Trying to get his head back in his end, we've got statistics on the floor, and obviously
Yeah.
substitution to be made.
He's trying to give them a chance to get the substitution ready, isn't he? Because they're not quite ready to do so just yet. He's gone down just on the edge of the Sheffield United penalty area. It's going to delay the Tigers from taking this corner, which and will Lumia near it.
Probably a double substitution.
Yeah. And one of them is going to be Andre Brooks, and the other one will be Sam McCallum.
Triple.
Is it a triple? Okay. Allowing you to keep an eye on some of these then, Swanee. There's the number 7, Ryan Brewster. Former Liverpool youngster. Change not being made just yet, but Hamer's still down, just getting worked on by the physio down there. Chris Wilder not messing around as far as getting fresh legs on there.
He's probably seen that way we're hanging in there, he needs to change it up his gear, doesn't he, to make it a bit more comfortable for Sheffield United. That's where they're looking at.
Don't forget, more sport back with you. I'll be up around with Humberside Sport from 2 o'clock tomorrow, which is through until 7 o'clock. 2 football at 3 with Grimsby Town in action. And then Scunthorpe United in the second qualifying round of the FA Cup. And then at 5 o'clock, we'll switch our attention to Rugby League with the changes that are going to be made. So, Callum O'Hare's going off to be replaced by Brewster. Hamer's going off. McCallum's coming on for him. And the other change is Raksaki. I can tell you about the 3 players coming on then. Sam McCallum, Coventry youngster. Norwich once paid nearly 4 million for him. He signed in the summer for Sheffield United. Also coming on, Ryan Brewster, ex-England under-21, Liverpool youth, just 4 senior appearances for the Merseyside team. And the other one, Andre Brooks, who's gone through the youth system at Bramall Lane, made his debut back in November 2022. Corner for City then, trailing by goal to nil. Can they get themselves back in it? Looney's going to take it from this right side, left-footed. It's not a good one. In at the front of the 6-yard box, played away, comes back out to Bloom. He needs a better cross. Dangerous one, swinging in, tipped over.
It was an attempted cross, it ended up curling in towards goal, and Cooper had to scurry back and tick that one over, and it's another City corner.
His first corner was shocking, his second one was a cross-come shot. Yeah, he's already back there now. He's off the corners already.
He's got
And there's
Emma on it, yeah. Tipped over by the keeper to set this next corner up. City trying to get themselves level, still looking for their first win of the season. Sent it in, headed away to the edge of the box, headed sideways by Balumi, cross ball in is cleared away, that's headed forward by McCallum. Drame's there, and all he can do is head that one out for Sheffield United throwing away on that right hand side. Don't forget tonight we are through until 10:30, so we'll try and get reaction from Tim Boyd, so there's going to be a fair bit of media demand for it. With it being a televised game as well, but we'll try and bring you that reaction. We'll have reaction from Hulkington Rovers game, and we'd love to hear from you. Talk to James on the programme. 08000 65959, that's the number to call to have your say. You can drop us a text 81333, put R8 to the start of your message. Swan will be around for a little while as well if you've got a thought or two you want to put towards him. Hulkington Rovers still leading, now 16-0 at the Leeds Sports Village. Here comes Coyle down the right hand side, sends a cross in, dangerous cross in, and the keeper's there to block that one out of the air. It was a lovely ball in from the City captain, but Badia was closest to it, but the keeper was equal to it.
Yeah, you need some like keeper Walker, don't you? Get a challenge on that. But would nobody like that to put any threat in the air.
Been ineffective, Badia, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Not had a lot of service in, to be fair, but it's all been quite ineffective. Sheffield United throwing away on that right hand side. They've had the best run of the results between these two teams recently. The Blades have won 5 of the last 6 league meetings between the teams. City have scored just once in that time. They're not impacting that stat any at all at the moment. They'll try and do so here as Miller, again with that positive intent, drives down the left hand side, then just steadies his run. Balumi feeds it back to Miller and just a foot in there. That was nice work from Sousa, just to take it away from him. So another City corner.
That's great. I think Miller's got a spark to us, hasn't he?
Yeah, it's just lifted a little bit, hasn't it?
Yeah.
I mentioned earlier about City with the third fewest number of shots on target so far. Sheffield United the fourth best with only 4.5 per game. Here's a corner then, Emma from the left hand side, curls it into a dangerous spot. Jones goes up for it, he nearly fell to Burns, but hooked away by Sheffield United. I'll tell you what,
Yeah.
he didn't do anything about that, did he, the Sheffield United player, but he somehow managed to get ahead on it, and Miller's forced off the ball by Moore. Moore slips the ball into the box, here's a chance for Brooks, left hand side, there's a shot, and there's goal number 2, and it's two substitutes linking up, and it's Sam McCallum who swept it on his left foot, and Sheffield United, well, there could have been 2, maybe 3 up in the first half. They are now 2 up. You can't see City coming back from this one the way they've been playing. It's too easy, not dealt with by the Tigers. And City trail by 2 goals to 0 to Sheffield United here at the MKM Stadium. And it's simply just not good enough from the Tigers.
It's come from our corner again. Someone's been on the attack, 2 passes, 1 ball up to Moore, and that's it. Miller's got the pace to get to the ball first. But then Moore just brushes him off. Like man against Boyd, just brushed him off. At the same ground for their dugout, they pushed him. No, just strength, brushed him off. And played the ball in, little back heel, good interchanging really. And a nice strike across the keeper. It's a matter of time it was coming. They've been waiting for this, like I said, just hope the floodgates don't open.
Well, I'm calling it after 60 odd minutes one out saying there's no way back for City on this.
No.
Just can't see it.
Well,
not the way they've been playing. We're going to see the introduction of Casey Palmer in a second. Mauled by United is the chant. In a mocking attempt at the Tigers version of that. And it was McCallum with the final finish. It was a sweat ball in, wasn't it? McCallum just kind of swung at it, didn't they?
Yeah, swung across his body, didn't he, like a swinger?
Yeah. Here's Drame. Now Miller plays it inside to Miller, edge of the area, back to Drame again, flags up for offside. Say it every time, Swanee shouldn't be happening.
No, good momentum, didn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, it was the little link up, wasn't it? The striding run by Brooks down the left side, played it in McCallum first time, just, and you said the swinger across his body.
Yeah. Double substitution there.
Yeah. And it's going to be Palmer and Slater to come off. Burns is going off. Slater for Burns. Palmer for Ballooning.
Been wasted, them two wide men up there, done nothing.
Yeah. So just the sub appearance for Casey Palmer at Ellen Road. He's on again for his second. The Jamaican international been away on international duty, as has Miller this week. These past couple of weeks. As we've hit just past the halfway stage of this second half. And Sheffield United now leading by 2-0, and it's hard to see a way back for the Tigers in this one. A team that's struggling to find goals at the moment, just the 2 so far this season, and also still searching for their first win of the season. It's going to be 5 without a win. Last time City started the season without a win in the opening 5, you've got to go back to 2006. They drew 1, lost 5. That ended that run on the 12th of September. The 13th of September 2024 is not going to be that date to bring this one to an end, unless something dramatic happens in terms of a shift in this game.
It'll be a long season, isn't it?
I was going to say, how does this change, Swanee? What needs to change? Nice easy one for you.
Just looking at the quality that, if you've got quality players, you can change systems and formations and things around, but I'm looking around, they've got to look strong enough to look, a lot of players look weak, they're all like, you say not fit, but it's like men against boys at times.
Yeah. So then there's another question, I'll come back to that in a second. The City are in Sheffield United's half at the moment. What they do with it remains to be seen. Here's Coyle. Coyle tries to dink it into that right channel to McLaughlin, who's made the run as the inside right for it, to give you an old-style position there. And it's Slater wins it back. Slater into Malin. Malin to Drame. Out to the left side to Miller. Miller again trying to take on a couple of Sheffield United defenders. Now Slater out to Drame. Drame gets a cross in, a bit of a deflection. Allows the defender to clear that one away. Slater can't get there against his old club.
3 against 1 again.
Yeah.
Just fortunate it drops the right player.
So yeah, you're saying about the players, Swanee, so then the question's going to come. Is it the players? Have they got the players that can do it? Or is it the way they're being asked to play? And I know, again, it's still a work in progress at the moment, isn't it? But
I'm looking at the quality of the players, and I don't think we've got that.
Yeah. Drame slipped in by Miller, left side ball, going to be dragged back towards the edge. It's not a good ball.
Not the best ball.
No.
Time after time, giving the ball away. Not strong enough when it does come to battles. Both their goals have come from being on the attack.
Yeah.
And that's a nervous seven now.
Swanee saying it could be a long season. How are you feeling if you're a City fan? Talk to James on the programme after the game. 08000 for the 65959. Drop us a message on X, formerly Twitter, at Humberside Sport. Here's Jones, 25 yards out. Now, Urban. And I should say, comes in now. Slater out to the right side. And there again. 18 yards out, looking to hold the ball up just in front of his man. Back to Slater again. A Sheffield United player, comes from the City, grew up a Blades fan. Palmer tries to slide it through for Mert, but Blades get it back once more, down the line to Kiefer Moore, who's a willing recipient, just holds the ball up and slips it inside to Arblaster and now Souza, and he's got space to carry it across halfway. He's got support on the overlap on the outside, looks to thread play the ball through, one option from Sousa. That'll be a City ball, 18 minutes left of regulation time. 2-0 Sheffield United lead.
I don't think it was an option, I just think Brewster, just the space for him in front of him, and he stopped his run.
Right.
And he played it right into his path, and he's like, looked frustrated, thinking, why don't you continue to run?
Yeah.
He couldn't see him.
He'd almost shown for him, hadn't they? Yeah. Palmer to Slater. City have it again with Coyle on this right-hand side. Slight chill in the air as Coyle gets it again, right side, cross ball in, maybe a chance. Miller might hit the crossbar, bounce down and come out. Now Miller with a shot wide. Goal kick. Oh my word. Was that Miller who came in with the header? Hits the crossbar, it bounces down but outside the goal. Then comes back out, Miller has a shot, just goes wide.
Great
That
ball.
might have just given them a glimpse.
Should have given that spark, couldn't it? That was a great ball in, but you have to head the ball down, you score. Simple as, you score. Anywhere in the area there, his timed his run perfect, got between the two centre half, the cross was perfect, in between, dipping for him. And he tries to put so much power on rather than just getting the direction. Like I say, he had it down there, the keeper can't do nothing about it. He's back in the game.
Yeah.
Somehow it would have been.
Yeah, but you take it.
Yeah, of course.
And like you said, it could have just been that spark that they needed to try and get something from it. But right now it remains 2-0, and you'd say a fair scoreline. If not, maybe it could have, like as we said earlier, they could have been 2-0 up at half time. Yeah, here's McCallum. Cross ball from the left side, a deep one in towards Moore. I thought that was good. In fact, it does end up going out because Moore can't control it. Seems to have a lot on that cross. What's the answer, City fans? Talk to James, give him your thoughts on life under Tim Volter in the early stages of the season. Is it the players? Is it the system? Is it both? What's not clicking for the Tigers right now? Talk to us on Humberside Sport. And a great ball, not a great ball from Palmer, and then Jones gets taken out. City want to get on with it quickly, they're not going to be allowed to, and that's going to be a booking for Brooks.
Is that bookings come from there?
You know, sorry?
Instead of 4 bookings in the game.
Yeah, Burns got booked, didn't he? And it was Blaster, Hager and Brooks for them. Now the free kick can be taken. City have it at halfway with McLaughlin away on that left-hand side. Miller with bright pink boots just stamping into McLaughlin. McLaughlin's got some support with Drameh, just shows him in space. He pushes it into the path of Gilchrist. Out for a City throw-in, left-hand side. Now with Jones. We spoke about Sheffield United's troubles on the road in the Premier League. Last time they were in the Championship, won 12 of the 23. So on the way to promotion, as Palmer's going to send a cross in. Maybe a chance for Badia, and he gets a touch on it. And it's out for a goal kick. Never really had a chance. I think Suter was in there. Not sure if he even got a glancing touch himself.
He got a touch on it, yeah, that
yeah.
him off, didn't it? Badia off coming round the back.
Yeah. Because there was no points about the header at all. No. Badia wasn't. I think the Suter touch just knocked it away from out of its path. And that goes out for a goal kick. Oh. Sheffield United fans are going to enjoy their trip back down the M62 and M18. As it stands, they lead by 2-0 in the final 14 minutes plus added on time. So in for City at halfway. As some City fans have seen enough already, they're heading off. Including regular radio on the side listening City fan Johnny Barton, who makes his way with his family. You've had enough?
No, he's gone. He's left his family.
He's left his family, yeah. Long crossfield ball headed away by Burrows. City have it with Coyle.
We're on top of it a bit now, isn't it?
Yes, Palmer into the area. Badia's in there. Badia tries to drag it back. Did his leg get taken? No, referee says goal kick.
We're on top of it a bit. Got ourselves in the game. Need to make the count. That's when you get that goal, that can give it that bit of spark and that bit of belief.
Well, 13 minutes left of the game plus added on time. Yes, since they scored, City have had a bit more possession again, haven't they? And played with a bit more purpose. A chance coming from Malin with it. It was a lovely cross in from Coyle, wasn't it? Yeah. Teasing cross in. He's one of the players that, again, we said it early, didn't we? He can come out with credit that he's at least trying to make something happen, but there's only so much you can do as one man.
Sort of everything in it.
Yeah. City throwing over on the far left hand side. Into Jones. Across to this near right side to Coyle. Amur in support, back to Coyle again, gives it to Slater, back to Coyle once more, Coyle keeps going, and the ball inside to Amur, he'll work it away in space to Miller in the area, maybe a chance on his left foot, tries to shoot with it, it's blocked and away for a throw in. I thought he was going to come in on his right, that might have just opened up the space there.
I think he was showing him down that way, that's what he wanted to do.
Yeah.
He showed him a bit more than I think it was. Gilchrist wanted to got the block.
Yeah.
He was chuffed with himself, he got the block on it, so he played the game, mind game with him to send him down that side and then got the result he wanted.
Yeah, and then Sheffield United win it back on the City throw-in. Palmer nearly concedes a free kick, but the referee allows play on. No advantage in the end.
It's the referee there, he waited a bit, it's a key for more, and made the wrong decision again.
Yeah, it was our blast who took a bit of a whack. City have the ball in Sheffield United's half. Tim Volter waving his players forward. Palmer with a dink one up towards Amur out to Miller. Nice ball from him. Miller chips the ball in towards Padilla. Who did that come off last? It came off a Sheffield United player last. Corner kick, right hand side. Again, they're just getting a bit more of the ball. Yeah. The goal now might just make it interesting with 11 minutes left. Amur wanted to take it short, decided against it. Palmer was there for him, the Jamaican international. Still staying short if he needs it, but Amur is going to curl this one in. Drops down, hits the head of a Sheffield United player. Should be McCallum's to overhead kick it. Not sure it needed the theatrics because City have got it back again with Palmer. Now Amur plays it into Souza, and then City concede a free kick, or could have done, but the referee allows play on. Then they get the ball back with Slater. Nice work. Sheffield United have got numbers back. Still Slater. Palmer. Back to Slater again. Still Slater into the area, and our blaster comes across the cover. Nice work from Regan Slater. Corner kick.
Yeah, he's done well since come on. Positive.
No, of course.
Tell him the ball down.
Yeah.
Take it quick.
10 minutes left. 2-0 City. The goal now might just make it tasty. Another wasted opportunity, and there'll be sides all around. Amur sends it in. It's headed away for another corner. Suter was in there. I mean, he's a towering figure. He's been a towering presence for everything for them, hasn't he?
Yeah, for corners like this, it's got to be whipped in, and people's got to be on the move.
Yeah.
Anything static there, the big centre half. We've got a tall team, not the big team in there.
Got some size in. Here is Amur again. Drills it in. Comes out to Amur again. Sends it once more. Blocked at the edge of the penalty area. Slater points where he wants the Turkish international. Oh, what a challenge that is. And Gilchrist has gone flying in. Referee's got the yellow card out already. City fans wanting a little bit more than that. Tim Volter is going mad. Filip Topalovic down there, equally so. He's not happy. He feels there should be more than just a yellow card coming for this. Swanee, what say you?
I think it's a great challenge. Honestly, the timing of the tackle there was perfect. It was just the pace that it came in at. I don't think he was watching it.
It's a great challenge one.
I think Palmer's just been put there from on into the referee. And like the manager's going to get done.
Just going to get done as well. Yeah, there we go. And he gives the referee a thumbs up. Sarcastically, it's going to be a change for Sheffield United as well. They're going to bring Sariki. It's a good challenge when we were growing up and when you were playing in Swanee. Nowadays, it's going to get you a booking, isn't it? Because it's classed as reckless.
He's been stronger and braver.
I'm not saying it's right.
It might be. I'm not saying it's right. I'm not saying it's right. I'm not saying that I saw it right. But what I did see there, live, I had a chance to see it again. I thought it was a great challenge. I'd have been proud of that. And if he'd put me in the pocket, I'd have been moaning.
I think he's caught the ball, but unfortunately the way it's determined these days is you're out of control the minute you start sliding, but what can you do? You can't just stop, can you?
No. Right, let's make it pay then.
So Palmer and Tim Volter put there. Free kick, 25 yards out, right side. Coyle will curl this one in into a dangerous spot, might drop down, and it's hit a couple of City players. I think McLaughlin was one of them, and it's gone wide for a goal kick.
I'm not sure they give offside as well, but yeah. Great ball in, great ball in, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Gilchrist coming off the fullback. He got cramp in the challenge.
Change is going to be made.
Gilchrist.
Yeah. So we need to go off at the far side. Yeah, and it's going to be the right wing back Femi Sariki, who signed from Bury back in 2019. Hasn't played since the League Cup first round game. He's had a groin injury. Comes back in for this one, the 22-year-old. Gilchrist. I'm not sure if that was going to happen anyway, but that was probably for his own good, wasn't it?
Possibly, actually. When they put the block on earlier, it stood up and just flexed his muscles.
Yeah.
So he's pumped up as well.
Chris Wilder reading the situation there. Kiefer Moore rises up to head that one forward, but Graham is there. City have it back with McLaughlin and Brackenham just in front of his own penalty area. Sheffield United fans are the ones you can hear in that northeast corner applauding and singing along, encouraging their side. The City fans have gone relatively quiet, almost expectant of the defeat that is around about 6.5 minutes plus stoppage time away at the moment, unless they can do something dramatic. What can Miller create here? Left side of the area, gets a cross in, that one's headed up and away and out for a corner. City ball over on the left side. We're kind of raising the sort of excitement level a little bit in commentary for me, but it's masking what's otherwise been a very disappointing performance, isn't it?
Yeah, someone just texted me saying, was that not a red 2-footed challenge all day long? So,
corner comes in, headed clear. Comes hooked downfield. Drama is going to have to get there because it's been chased after by Andre Brooks. But someone questioning if it should have been a red. Yeah. I thought it was a forceful challenge. It's one of those where when you see the red card, sometimes you go, wow. And then you see a replay of it and you go, okay, maybe so.
yeah.
We need to see a replay.
I probably will do when I get home and have a look.
Yeah. Palmer tries to do too much with it and loses possession, and then Sheffield United get it back. Coyle, you won't be surprised to hear me say, cleans up. Steps across halfway. Is Slater, who again has looked bright since he came on, hasn't he?
Yeah.
So has Miller. Miller cuts inside on his right foot, side foots to Slater, sends it square to Coyle, who's centre field at the moment. They go inside the Sheffield United half. Now McLaughlin, forward to Palmer, tries a little cheeky back heel, but Malin wasn't near enough to be able to react, and he runs through to the keeper, and Sheffield United still lead by 2-0, and this has not been a good night for the Tigers.
No, fans start flooding out now. I think another probably 5-6 minutes of injury time.
22,403. How long before those numbers start to drop a little bit? Next up for the Tigers, it's another Friday night game at Stoke next week as Adam's heading back down McLaughlin. Alex Burgess will be alongside Swanee for that one. I know I've been away for a while. Unfortunately, 2 years I've had Peter Kay tickets. The game getting moved to Friday was a little bit inconvenient. Going to be along for action next week. Here's Miller over on that left-hand side. Miller cuts in, tries to turn back on the edge of the area, back to Slater. Turns it into Drama. Not a good touch from Slater though. Now Sheffield United will try and break away. In fact, they just lose out to McLaughlin.
Going back into that challenge, I said in slow motion, if VAR had been involved, it would have gone.
Right, okay. Here we go. Here's Vermeer, right side of the area, tries to cross, it's blocked. Sheffield United going to make one final change. You can see Chris Wilder urging his players to get out because they've just sat in now, haven't they, for these final few minutes.
Yeah.
inviting City on a little bit, but then the Tigers giving the ball away. They won it back with Mailer. Miller left hand side, angle of the area, into Mailer. Making them create something here. Ball just runs loose, and then that was played away for a throw in. Was there a foul? Referee says there was.
Any substitution?
Final one for them. Keeper Moore's going to go off.
Get them come out. They're large footers.
And off he goes. Down the halfway line, Jamie Shackleton will replace him. He's a former England under-20. Now 24 years old, started his career at Leeds. Comes on for his second substitute appearance of the season. And that's their final change of the game. Moore looks a tired figure as he makes his way off. A tired figure that City fans earlier in the summer had hoped and we all believed that he brought the story here on Homicide Sport that he was on the verge of signing, and he was. And as he was on his way to complete the deal, Chris Wilder, who'd been talking to him or talking to his representatives, gave him one final call and one last attempt to entice him to Bramall Lane, and it paid off.
Another knock, probably.
That sometimes helps, doesn't it? His family's from the area, that played a part. Partner who was expecting. City still trail by 2 goals to 0 here. Inside the final minute and a half, Miller shuffles the ball inside to Slater. No space to even think about a shot, so just side puts it to Palmer, who gives it to McLaughlin. Looking for an option, he finds it with Drame. Back to Miller, 25 yards out, still Miller. Shapes up to Albaster, tries a cross, does Miller, blocked by a bunch of a Sheffield United place. Now Palmer again, who's been ineffectual, hasn't he, since he came on? No. Now Drame again, here is Palmer, what can he do now? Just a side football to Slater. Palmer, forward to Milam at the edge of the box, comes out on the feet of a Sheffield United player, and they'll try and break, and they'll look to get forward, and they've got the numbers. City called out of position here. It's with Burrows. Burrows with a shot, and it's straight into Pando, and it's still 2-0 Sheffield United. Released by the City keeper into Slater. Taken from him. Sheffield United get it back with Brewster. Brewster's fouled. Sheffield United free kick, and we're in the final 30 seconds of normal time. Peter Swan.
Yeah, I think probably 5 or 6 minutes. More punishment for the old fans. Ones upstairs.
Yeah. We're in mass exodus territory now, aren't we? Around us in the West Stand up, where you look in the North Stand, you can see people heading for the exits, equally so to our right hand side in the South Stand, and also across in the East Stand, with lots of empty seats showing now. City fans have resigned themselves to defeat tonight. As we hit the 90 minutes, the fourth official slightly late putting the ball up, but being added 5 minutes to go on. I'm not sure 5 minutes is enough for City to find 2 goals the way they've played.
90 minutes not being enough to expect another 5 not to have much impact.
Good point well made. And Souza, who's just kind of glided through this game, hasn't he? Just coasting at times. That's the Sheffield United fans you can hear, it'll be no surprise. Slater gives it to Coyle. Talk to James Hogarth after the game and give him your thoughts. Maybe some of you, because we saw you leaving early, are already in your cars and listening on your way home. If it's safe and legal to do so, pick up the phone and give us a call. 08000 665 We are through until 10:30 tonight. Swanee will stick around for a little while. He'll be chatting with James. We'll get reaction to what has been a more positive night for Hull Kingston Rovers, who are that step closer to securing a top 2 spot in the Super League playoffs and a bye week in the playoffs, more importantly. Reaction from that to come with Richard Stead and Nick Pinkney. We'll have your reaction as well. Text us 81333, put RH at the start of your message. But City disappointing again tonight and still searching their first win of the season under Tim Volter. Their first win in any game under Tim Volter, if you include pre-season. Don't usually think about results, but all of a sudden, that's where it just starts to become a little bit more start, doesn't it? Cross ball in towards Coyle. That one runs through and out for a goal kick. But 2 of the 5 minutes added on time. Swanee, I know you'll have lots more time to talk about this with James, but just try and sum up what you're not seeing from this City side at the moment.
I'm not seeing that they're not good enough and don't believe in the system, but the manager wants them to play mentally to get himself in areas and get him confident.
You agree with Swanee? You disagree? Do you see something else? What was your thoughts? On social media at Humberside Sport on X, formerly Twitter. Drame plays in Miller, left-hand side. Still not giving up just yet, the Canadian winger. Ball slips into the area. Malem can't quite bring it under control. He was always just going away from it slightly. Miller blocks it, and that's gone for a corner. Referee said it's come off the Blades player last. 2.5 minutes left. It'll be mere consolation now, and the 5 minutes have added on time. Miller wants to get this corner taken quickly. Closest City have come was that header from Malem on 73 minutes that hit the crossbar, and Miller's subsequent shot going wide. Here is Miller again, down the line to Drame. They've linked up quite well, haven't they, when they've come on, but not been able to produce that final killer ball. Little ball into Coyle, that tackle sent it out for another corner. It at least looked a bit more positive, Swanee, didn't it? But we're clutching back, we're clutching for small mercies. Corner again for City on that left-hand side in front of the south stand. Curled in, keeper comes to collect it. 1.5 minutes left. And now it's just about bringing this one to an end and put everyone out of misery, isn't it?
1 minute left, yeah. Interesting to see what the manager says.
Very interesting. Hope he comes out quite quickly. He has got to be out, I think, quickly for the TV commitments. He often does a club interview before us. We will try and bring it to you before we go off air at 10:30. Even if we do get it on air, and maybe you missed some of it, or you want to listen back to it, and you don't believe what you hear the first time, don't forget BBC Sounds is the place for all our clubs. But if you're a Hull City fan, search Hull City on BBC Sounds, and you'll find all our interviews there. Pre and post match, any other features we do. Drame sends across into the box for Drame. Slater goes down. That'll be a Sheffield United throw-in. And yeah, search Hull City on BBC Sounds. Make sure you subscribe, and whenever there's an interview uploaded to that page, you'll get a notification to tell you that it's there. Same for all of our clubs. Scrumsby Town, Scunthorpe United, Hull FC and Hull KR as well. Hull Kingston Rovers reaction to come here on Humberside Sport. Final few seconds of the game here at the MKM Stadium. Throwing down the line by the Blades. They lead by 2-0. They're going home and keeping their unbeaten start to the season in the league intact. Unbeaten start to the season intact for Sheffield United. Winless start to the season for Hull City continues. It's the first time since 2006 they've gone 5 games without a win to open the season. And again, just a smattering of boos from some of the City fans who have stayed until the very end of this one, as Tim Volter continues to search for his first victory in charge of Hull City. A fairly dismal performance, it has to be said. Barely glimmers of hope, moments in the game that City had opportunities. A free kick tipped over from Irma, Balumi with a shot that was tipped over. The best opportunity for the Tigers on 73 minutes when Malem's header hit the crossbar. Just powered it in and put way too much on it and rattled the woodwork with it. And Miller's subsequent shot went wide. But they are small moments in a 90+ minutes of a game that quite simply wasn't good enough once again, and the Tigers are still winless to start the 2024-25 season. What do you make of it, City fans? Give us your thoughts on Humberside Sport through until 10:30. It's finished here, Hull City 0, Sheffield United 2. The thoughts of Peter Swan.
Yeah, I think just quick thoughts of the game's finished. I just don't think we've seen the best of the players. I don't think they're as bad as what we probably think they are, but I just think the system that he's wanting them to play, I don't think they believe in it themselves, and they're not allowing it to go full hog at it. They don't want to leave spaces. Like how many times did Sheffield United spring on them? And like I said, we should have been out of sight to prepare at half time. But we're young in there, the character of the lads, that's not in doubt. The fitness, they're working hard, they get themselves in good areas. Because like I said, I don't know how many shots we have in goal, but if that goal goes in from there and from there hits the crossbar, gives everybody the spark, and they could probably may come and got something from it. They should have. They don't deserve nothing from it on the performance, but every finger points at the manager, thinking that's the system, that's the way he wants to play. Has he got the right players to play that? Has he got belief? I think he's come out himself. He said, do they believe in it enough that how he wants them to do? I'm not sure they do. And me personally as a player, I wouldn't want to play like that. I wouldn't want to leave my other centre half or fullback as exposed as what we're doing all the time. And if we don't reward by going forward and scoring, like we're not scoring goals, we can't see where the goals are going to come from. So if you're winning the game 3-2 and you think, yeah, it's entertaining, that if you're taking 3 points, fine, but we're trying to play one way by going forward and getting, let's say, quite out of the back, and it's going to be a long season. If that's the way it's going to go, and he's not going to change it. Is he going to change it? I don't think he will, because that's the way he is, and that's the way he wants to play. That's his style. That's his style of football. But you can't play that. Who else plays that? You can see why he's trying to play out from the back. You understand it, but it looks dangerous when you get caught out. The more you do it, the more you're going to get caught out, and they are doing. The big thing, how many times you see the Falkland go through and end up on the right wing position. They scored 2 goals from when we was on the attack, from the corner, and not just said 2 or 3 passes, and they're putting the ball in the back of our net. So something going wrong. He needs to see that, and to see that himself, and deal with it. Simple as. And I think it's showing, and I'm saying to myself, that the players good enough. The Sheffield United that good. No, they're alright, they're well organised and well drilled, and know when to bring the attack. I'm saying they are a unit, they're a good team, obviously got the experience and bad players. But we've got to give them a bit of match than that, surely.
There was promise of heart attack football when Tim Volter came in to take over Hull City in the summer. Right now, it's another night of heartache for the Tigers, beaten here by their South Yorkshire rivals, Sheffield United, who beat them here at the MKM Stadium by 2-0.
BBC Radio Humberside Sport. You can get in touch with us. You can text 81333. Start the message with the letters RH. You can WhatsApp 08000 321 333 again for RH at the start of the message. Friday night, BBC Radio Humberside Sport. It's almost 10 o'clock. Let's look back at the night's action.
BBC Radio Homicide Sports.
Humberside, Friday night. We want to hear from you. We'll start with the bad aspect to the evening. And Hull City searching for the first win of Tim Walter's reign as Hull City head coach. But maybe tonight could be the night under the lights here at the MKM Stadium. However, a mistake from one of the new signings in the first half started to make that a questionable outcome.
Ball for Louis has been dispossessed, and now Sheffield United have got a 3-on-1. Giles is back there. Kamara's trying to get back. It's laid to this right side to Hamer. Hamer in the area. There's the shot and there's the goal. And Balumi on his debut has been punished at halfway. And City have been punished for the goal on 15 minutes here at the MKM Stadium. That is incredibly sloppy from the Algerian. Shouldn't be getting dispossessed there. City couldn't get the numbers back. Giles was trying to deal with a 3-on-1 situation, and Hamer on his right foot just slots it past Pandor, and City have been breached. It's the Tigers 0, Sheffield United 1.
Somehow managed to get ahead on it, and Miller's forced off the ball by Moore. Moore slips the ball into the box. There's a chance for Brooks, left-hand side. There's the shot, and there's goal number 2, and it's two substitutes linking up, and it's Sam McCallum who swept it on his left foot. And Sheffield United, well, they could have been 2, maybe 3 up in the first half. They are now 2 up. You can't see City coming back from this one the way they've been playing. It's too easy, not dealt with by the Tigers. And City trail by 2 goals to 0 to Sheffield United here at the MKM Stadium, and it's simply just not good enough from the Tigers.
Now it's in Lewis's hands. He will kick that ball high, and it will hang over Moylan's head, contested by May. Ryan Hall gets there. This could be the first try. Hall will run in and oppose. I think the referee might check this. He'll just check it with his touch judge. Oh, well, he knows he's going to send it to the video referee. The letters on the screen appear TR and Y. The Rovers fans rejoice, and Hull KR in the 21st minute lead by 4 points to 0. Brown is going to be stopped just short of the goal line. Great effort, as you say, from the man who's just come on. Parcell to Litton. Litton outside past the Hall. Oh, he tries to bat it down there. May gets it. May can get that ball away. Can. Staunton picks it up. Goes round one. He's going himself. Lewis in the ball. What a try. That'll win it. That'll win it for Rovers. Staunton there sets it up for Mikey Lewis. Lewis slides in, and Hull Kingston Rovers lead by 20 points to 0 with 20 minutes to go. And goodness me, this Robins team, you lose one player, another one steps up, you lose another, someone else comes in and makes a difference. Brown caused some damage. Staunton playing an unfamiliar role, puts it on a plate for Lewis, and Hull Kingston Rovers lead.
Fantastic night for Hull Kingston Rovers, a disappointing night for Hull City. You can have your say on the Robins and the Tigers. I'll talk to Nick Pigney at Lee, the League Sports Village, shortly. I'll talk to Swanee as well, and we want to hear from you between now and 10:30.
Say on your team, WhatsApp 08000 321 333. Starting your message with RH.
BBC Radio Humberside Sports.
Yeah, BBC Radio Humberside Sport. We'll talk to Nick Pigney shortly here on BBC Radio Humberside Sport for this Friday night between now and 10:30. Your messages are coming in. Mike in Hull says, awful City team, weak, disjointed in all areas. Water ball is terrible. This is all Adjun's fault. Sacked Liam and late poor recruitment. This is a fight against relegation. Start words from one Hull City fan. Swanee's still here. Is Mike right to be that dark and negative at this stage?
Yes, and what he's saying. Like I said, they are weak all over the field. Strength-wise, I mean, where they just got, I said in commentary about men and boys, just getting brushed off the ball, not winning the second balls. As a player, I'd be going in the dressing room now and I'd be looking in the mirror and thinking, have I won my personal battle today? What could I have done better in my personal performances? That's what he first thought. And I don't think many of the players can go in there and think, yeah, I've done my bit. None of them out of the 11. So all of a sudden you start thinking, right, as a team, Can we go on and get better? Can we work as a unit? We know success comes from a unit, not individual players. But have any players come out with credit today? No. You look at your two wide men. Kamara, for me, that first half, he was just passing responsibility. Did he have a trick in him? Not really. I'm thinking I need to see more from him. And then the other winger, Ballooney, thinking same, exact same. Keith stayed on longer. Badia down the middle. No, nothing there. And they start thinking transfer window, 20 odd million, probably third, fourth team in the league spent the most money. What have you got to show for it? And that's what the fans will be asking. What have we got to show for that money we spent? When the main point, if the way he's going to play is entertaining, he's scoring goals. You tell me who's going to score the goals.
Ajanil Ajela made a point of saying, we know he likes a big quote, we know he likes to be the guy that promises. Jam today is an expression that's used in politics, and I think he's very much that. He's very positive, he wants people to come on the journey with him. Talked about a marquee signing for a striker. In the end, the club didn't sign a single striker. And yes, okay, there were reports that were after player after player, and whether those are, there's any sort of truth behind that, we don't know. But what it does look like is the 16 players, they failed to find the marquee striker.
Yeah, but then you can talk. I'm just talking there about getting strikers in. If you had Messi playing up front today, it would made no difference. Right? Because we haven't got the ball into the right areas for the players to make anything happen. But if that's the way he wants to play, you need better players up front. Like I said, that front three I just mentioned there. I say, if you didn't paper next morning, you look in the paper, they're all getting 3s, 4s out of 10s for the performances. I said, so that's nothing to do with what I said earlier about the players not believing in the system they wanted to play. That's them, their personal one-on-ones. Can I beat my fullback? If I get the ball, say 10, 15 times in that first half, can I get past him 3 or 4 times? The answer to both of them is no. They didn't get the ball a lot. What did they do with it? Nothing. Didn't contribute nothing. So if you get to, you can see that he's trying to work out from the back. You can see what he's trying to do there. But it's so dangerous. If you don't get it right, the punishment you're going to get. And against decent teams like Sheffield United, will do that. Like Leeds United last week did that. So and there's other teams that's going to see how we're playing. They're just going to press, push far up. As soon as the fullback, the goalkeeper gets it, we're not going to knock it long. So they can allow 4 players to go press, knowing that they might be outnumbered up top. But we're still going to try and keep doing it the same way. And if he continues doing that, it's going to get us in more trouble. The confidence is going to go in the players. The players will look worse than what they are. And then you end up, like I say, so early in the season, struggling for points, and then the relegation battle starts talking too early, and that's what we don't want to get into. So for me, I'm not saying that they're bad players, but they're not contributing nothing to what I can see. If that's it down to the formation, I just don't believe they believe the system he wants to play.
I've just been told that there were 42 crosses, but only 7 of them reached City players. Oh, sorry, they only reached the City players 7 times. So there were 42 crosses into the box, but only found the City players 7 times, and that's a worrying stat, isn't it?
This is a brilliant stat. Like saying, if that keeper more had been playing for us, if we could have got him in the transfer window, we'd be closer. That would have been a different case. We might have got a goal that gives everybody a lift. Then you might see difference. The confidence might lift in the players. But we're not getting that. That's the system how he wants to play. That's his main point of call, is that striker. If that's the way he's going to play, he's going to get crosses in the box, which you see he wants to, which is fine. I like the thought of it. I like the way they attack. I like the way to try and get forward quick. But it's just how open the leading themselves. And I think that's it. Both goals come from us on the attack, and I've never been nervous before watching my team play when they're attacking. I am now. I'm thinking, as I'm watching the attack, I'm looking at the back, thinking, if someone gets cut out here, we've got 1 against 2 or 3 against 1, and that I shouldn't be doing that. I should be enjoying what I'm trying to see us scoring the goal. But there really is that side of it.
This one word: embarrassing.
Embarrassing.
Too hard, too strong, too hard.
Again, everybody's due to their opinion. I just think if I'm one of the players out there, I'm thinking, what can I do better in my personal pride to go in my battle? You see, like Coyle, who's some fans' favourites, is some not, but he'll give you 100%. And you can see today, you can see his team's struggling and he's trying to do more. He's trying to do other players' jobs. Like I say, he's all over the field. Where you don't look at the players, if they all have the same sort of attitude, they probably would get away with certain things. But it's going to be a long season.
You talked in the commentary, Swanee, and I'm conscious you want to go, but you talked in the commentary that fans will remember 2 years ago that with you and Mike and Leslie previously all talked about the fact that the system needed time to work, needed time to gel, and they needed to find a system. Are we back? We're obviously back to that stage. Do you think we'll find a system under this? I mean, clearly one transfer window isn't enough.
Personally, I don't think the system will work. I'd like to see a team that plays it and gets away with it, but for you to leave that many space and opportunities for other teams that's going to punish you, I don't think that system can work.
Leave us with a thought, one positive to come out of this. Any positives tonight, Swanee? Apart from the fact you're 24 hours closer to your Aberdeen night?
A positive out tonight. Slater, when he came on, he looked lively. Miller, when he came on, he looked lively. But you normally get that if you're watching a team that's not performing, then you bring two or players come off, they normally do stand out a bit more. So I'd say them two players brought a bit of life. And going back to the chance we had, if he scores that, Miller, we could be back in it, could be at the six. We had probably 10 minutes where we got into the game in the second half, didn't score in that period, and then the game just fizzled away.
So I'd say it's good to see, and it is good to see, but I just wish it was under slightly more positive circumstances.
Well, we've got to try and stay positive, haven't we? But I find it hard to see that system working. I hope I'm proved wrong.
We'll see you next week, or Alex will see you next week.
Yes, he will.
Stoke away. You enjoy Aber tomorrow.
Oh,
and,
no.
On the way home, you can hear people who've given us a ring. Why don't you give us a call? That's ours. 81333 is the text number tonight. You can WhatsApp as well. 08000 321 333. So not a great night for Hull City. A good night though for Hull Kingston Rovers. Let's go to Nick Pinkney, who's watched a Hull Kingston Rovers victory at Lee this evening, the Lee Leopards. Nick, before the game you weren't confident, you must be very happy now afterwards.
Yeah, it was a great performance, James. It really was. Probably the performance of the season, to be honest with you. Defensively, absolutely outstanding, because if you take the scoreline away from the game, it was really tough. Both teams going at it. It's just that Rovers manufactured opportunities and got points. It was a bit scruffy, to be honest with you. Two pat downs from Tyrone there. The Trafalgar, Ryan Hall and Mikey Lewis off the back of those. A crash ball through for Siaso Su, and another scruffy one at the end from Mikey Lewis to finish the game off. It was just manufactured opportunities from Hull KR, built on the back of what was a really tough defensive performance against a Leigh team that threw absolutely everything that they had at Hull KR. It wasn't a poor Leigh performance. They just couldn't get past this Hull KR defence. It was that solid today. It was a cracking performance.
And given the fact that everybody's got their eyes, yes, clearly on Wigan, and another night where Wigan have gone on to win, so remain top of Super League, 2 points ahead of the Robins, but now looking at Warrington as well, looking at the points difference, getting the calculators out and doing the maths, to not concede, so 24 pure points, that's a massive positive, isn't it, with 2 games to go, well, 1 game to go now in the regular season.
Yeah, it means that Warrington have got to do something special. Okay, I've got to lose obviously against Leeds, and Warrington have got to do something special to change things around. And I don't think that's going to happen. So you can maybe probably say that this game is at least got OKR that second spot that they've been looking for. So yeah, it was some performance, I've got to say. And yeah, you're right, James. I was nervous for this one. I've got to say the attitude of this team is just. It's on another level. It really is. It's something to watch, something to be really proud of for the red and white spectators that have come all this way to watch this team. And yeah, I mean, going into next week against Leeds, you know, they've got opportunities to maybe rest players, because there is some bruised players after this one. I don't think they will. I don't think it's the way Peter does things, but
We'll see what damage has been done tonight. 'Cause there's been a few players with injuries come out of this, but we'll just have to wait and see. But I think they're still in good shape. We've still got a good squad of players for next week, and then it's just a matter of what happens in the playoffs, isn't it? But yeah, I mean, look, it was a real statement performance tonight from OKR in this one, and it carries them into the playoffs. And obviously, we've still got one game to go, but this was a real top quality showing out here tonight.
Yeah, and just finally, they talk about good teams win in a variety of ways. Good one week, bang average the next, scruffy the next. Is this an example of what Hull Kingston Rovers are doing well? It's finding ways of winning, varieties, mixing it up in order to get the win.
Yeah, you've got to manufacture opportunities, James, haven't you? You know, you've got to make the best of what you've got. That's what OKR did tonight. And as I've said, it was a bit scruffy. Some of the tries was a bit scruffy, but you have to be there. You have to be on the spot. You have to be an option. You have to put yourself there in order to be in that moment. And that's what OKR did every single time. And every single try they scored, there was bodies in motion. There was people that didn't give up on the play. And that's how they got the tries over the line. That's how they manufactured these opportunities, as I say. And it all came off the back of an uncompromising, really solid defensive effort. Even when it was down to 12, when Lee got sin-binned, they were just too tough, too solid. Lee was throwing the ball everywhere, trying to get a consolation score on the board so they didn't get nailed. And OKR just wasn't having any of it. They were just too strong. They wasn't giving anything away tonight.
We'll hear from Willie Peters. Nick, thank you for hanging on. I appreciate it. It's a bit of a chilly night as well. Nick Pinkney back next week, as Nick was saying, against Leeds next week. And Nick Pinkney, part of the commentary team next weekend. BBC Radio Humberside Sport. Let's talk to Hull City fan. We've got Jan to talk to this evening. Evening, Jan.
Evening, James.
Try and sum that up for me. Why is it not happening for Tim Porter right now, and why didn't it happen tonight for against Sheffield United?
I genuinely don't know. If I knew, maybe I'd do this job. We just look like a team of, we're not a team. We just look like 11 players on pitch to me. We're not with any identity, any style. It's not exciting. It was supposed to be. We had 65% possession, but it was just awful. It was terrible. You know, I'm going to say it, and I'm sorry if I offend you, but this is on the chairman. You know, it's just wrong. I genuinely feel with a manager that's out of his depth, he doesn't know the championship, he can't attract players, that know the championship, and that's not his fault, because he's building a reputation. But it was worthless tonight, and I'm really, really worried.
Do you think, you say it's on Adrian Villagella, and he's held a couple of Q&As around the time that he's made these decisions to get rid of the previous head coach. He's done 3 meet and greets, and as Mike said before the game, possibly there is an argument to say that the rationale for that was to test the water, see what the fans are thinking, maybe sort of quell any frustrations and anger towards his decisions. But is part of the problem these big, bold statements that he makes? And we know he makes TV programmes. We know he's known as the Turkish Simon Cowell. He's all about the big persona, the big gestures. When you then promise that you'll bring in a marquee striker and don't, when you promise a new system that will bring goals, heart attack football, and it's not yet, is not the problem necessarily the fact that it's the system, it's the ethos, because it's work in progress, but it's the fact that these promises are made that it almost happens and these things are guaranteed.
Yeah, I mean, we've just been having a laugh in the car. A marquee signing, it's probably a two-man pen at the moment rather than a marquee. I mean, and yeah, he is making those statements, but we spent an awful lot of money with those groups, with those villages, and what have we brought in? It looks well. And for me, the best player on the pitch tonight was Holly did 110% every game. When Glacier came on, him. But they were players that we've had for years. They were signings before they ever been here even. I'm sorry, but we have a young manager who's learning, who was probably going to only get better at finish 7. And by his own words last night, Adrian did say that the injuries in January were disastrous. and so, you know, he changes his tune to suit what he's saying at the time. You know, I absolutely hope I'm wrong here, but it's woeful at the moment. And I feel for Walter, because it's a new country, you know, and the championship is very, very tough.
He'll get time. We know he'll get more time. Yes, we know in football sometimes time is of a premium and time is a luxury, but he'll clearly get time. Do you not also think that after signing 15, 16 players, clearly some of those players weren't the first choice options, were probably second and third choice options, that allows him even more time to try and get what he wants and what he wants to see from this set of play?
It may not spend the most money on Giles, is it? And he went off at half time. It's just he looked value for money. You know, I may be wrong. I still feel he doesn't want to be here. It just feels wrong. A reset every year really. And I do think we do need a good blend of, you know, up and coming young players, and I buy into that, but also a quality learned, and that hasn't happened. And I refuse to say that Liam, we don't admit that it's not just because of Liam. It absolutely, he was the one that had the pull and was respected throughout the football. And I know I was told her she's off again, she's got to let it go, but I can't let it go. Not when I'm seeing now we had a definite identity. It might have been boring attacking around the back, but it was today. And at least we were rolling the games at home, we weren't losing, and we scored 2 games all season in the league, and one of those was a penalty. 2 goals, sorry, all season, one was a penalty. I'm ranting now, James, I do apologise.
This is the programme to answer. Jan, I'm afraid it's not really started your weekend off as you
Right,
probably would have wanted, really. But I hope it gets better for you, Jan. Thank you very much for sparing the time and joining me on the programme. That's Jan and Jan's thoughts, and we'll hear from Tim Volter shortly. He'll be live with Mike almost in a moment's time. In fact, we can go to the Mike in the tunnel now. He's got the Hull City head coach, Tim Volter.
I have Tim live on BBC Radio Homicide. Thanks for your time. Why did that happen for you tonight?
Because that's football, and that's human, that you're doing mistakes. But that's one part of the truth, because we played a really good game, very, very courageous, very brave. So I saw a really good team. That's an improvement to the last 4 games. Especially it's a bad result. But the way they played and with which mentality they played to the end of the game, because they kept going to the end and tried to score. So that makes me proud on my boys. So, but the result, it's the truth. But for me, it's not only that. It's the way to the results, and the way is really good, and they performed really good. But the result is frustrating.
What was the biggest improvement you saw that you thought was improvement?
That they are more fluid, that they are more driving forward, that they are more creating, but at the end it was not a good finishing pass, because we had the chance so often to cross. We had, I don't know, 20, 30 crosses, and the crosses weren't good, to be honest. They stayed with 6, 7 bodies in the penalty box, in the penalty zone, and then you have to be more creative. So, and that's what we can learn more, especially in the first half. It's just an easy task to flick through, and then you created big chances, but unfortunately we didn't, because the last finishing pass didn't come. And that's the reason why we lost this game, and why we made really easy mistakes. So, and that's the truth of the game, but that's the part of the game, and we accept it. And but all I saw is that how we played, everything depends on us. If we played like that with the ball, offense, if we defended better, everything depends on us.
Are you leaving yourselves too open still at times, though? You look at the way you conceded, particularly the first goal.
No. Yeah, how we conceded the first goal, it was just such an easy mistake. You can't do it. You have has to play it back easy. It's not about risk. He has to take the confidence to play. And that's what he has to do in this situation. But now he knows it, and it's good because you can only learn out of mistakes. And the second goal that we conceded was out of a long corner, and then we conceded a goal. So it doesn't matter. So all I said to the boys is, you have to stay courageous. So play again, because I'm convinced of them, because they are good boys and they are really brilliant players. So but if we change it and then only doing one thing, well, we can't improve ourselves. And that's the reason why I said you have to keep going and playing. But because that's the only way to conviction.
So you will stick with this approach?
100%, why not? That's the way I played, and I was successful all the time. And that's the reason why I did it. So I'm convinced, and if you have a philosophy, and it's not just the playing, it's a habit. And I have a habit. I'm convicted. I have the will to win, and I'm very convinced of my game, and I'm very convinced of my boys, because they showed me today. We can talk about mistakes, but everybody can see it was a mistake. It's not out of a playing style, it's just an easy mistake, and we don't have to talk about that. Everybody in the whole stadium and the whole world can imagine that. So we don't have to talk about it.
Are you confident that the players are comfortable with how you want them to play?
Yes, I saw it today.
Yeah.
I saw it today.
Yeah.
But they're totally comfortable. They played in every situation, and if they lost the ball, they did it again. And that's the way you come to the target at the end. And they did it because if they are not convinced, and if they are not have the confidence, they wouldn't do it. So, but I saw it that they do it, and they did it really brilliant. And you can talk about what you want to about easy mistakes. Yes, you can talk about easy mistakes, but you can also talk about the style we played, and they did really good. And at the end, it's the hardest way to score if an opposite stay deep in the box and try to defend with all they have. And even then, we had the chance to score about Marvin or about the crosses. But at the end, you have to finish, and that's the point we can talk about, that you didn't finish.
That's it. You mentioned Marvin. How big an opportunity was that at that stage? Did you feel that could have just perhaps?
We had in the first half an even bigger chance as Abu Kamara has to play an early cross, and then it's an empty goal, or as he played the ball not to Belumi that hard. So that was even more chances. So, but you can't talk about, and at the end it's not the expecting goal because you lost the ball in this situation because you didn't hit the target. So, but for me, that were the biggest chance in the whole game. Like we created them, and that's what we keep more convinced because they tried to do.
You mentioned Kamara and Belumi, two of your three changes as you gave them their debut. How hard did they find it today?
They're still young. They're 1 week, not even 1 week over here, and they have had very high potential, but they have to come over here first. It's a foreign language for Belumi. It's a new country. Yeah, I would see how you will behave in another country. So, and that's the reason why I'm happy to have them, happy to have Abu Kamara and all my other players who are new. I'm really happy about to have them now. And now we can start, and today it was a good start. So without the result.
Of course, and I'll ask you about that in a second. So a couple of the new faces were in the side, some that weren't. One of them, Charlie Hughes, not in the squad at all. What's the situation with him?
That's hard because he's in the hospital. He has problems with his stomach. And that's for us hard because we need him, and I hopefully he's soon be better and we can have him soon be back. And I wish him all the best because he's such a good boy, and we really need him. We really need him.
Yeah, just to clarify, is that an appendix problem?
Could be.
We wish him well with that.
Yes.
As far as some of the other new signings, obviously in terms of your keeper, having to make a decision of Carl Rushworth, no Gustavo in there. Stephen Alsati, what was the decision making with those not involved?
They're new over here, they're still young, they're maybe not that fit enough. So that's what we have to improve as well. We have to keep up the physicality, and we have to work on that, and then they have two chances, because we have now a big squad and we have a good challenge now, and they can challenge each other, and that's what we need in our squad, that what we didn't have the last 10 weeks.
Final one, you said that you didn't get the result tonight. You said at the very beginning when you came in, it's about winning. You're a winner and you want to win. You haven't now. That's 5 games, 6 if you include the coach. You concerned yet?
No. Because I still have the will to win, and I still have the mentality. Because I saw the boys today, that they do it in my way, and that's we can talk about results, yes, we can talk. We can talk about the way we get to the results, we can talk. And we can talk about the philosophy we want to bring to the club. And that needs time. That needs time. But we want to win. And I saw today that they want to win this game till the end of the game. And that's important for me.
Thanks for your time.
You're so welcome.
Lots of positivities there from Tim Bolter, talking to Mike White. He saw positivities from that game. Did you? Still a chance for you to let me know before the end of the programme. So not a great night by any stretch for Hull City. They lost 2-0 at home to Sheffield United, but on the road, Hull Kingston Rovers had a great night, beating Lee Leopards by 24 points to 0 in the last few minutes. We've been getting the thoughts of head coach Willie Peters with Richard Steps.
Well done, Willie. That's going to be up there with performances this year, hasn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. It'll be close to the best performance of the year. And the reason why I say that is off the back of what the players went through last week. It was a high intense game against Wigan, and it was that again tonight. 30 minutes tonight was at the same intensity as what last week was, and the players pushed through it, and to kick a side like Lee to 0 is a huge effort, because they're a very good team. They ask a lot of questions. So yeah, really proud of the players.
You had some in-game adversity as well to contend with, didn't you?
Yeah, we did, and that's why I'd probably say it was the pick of the season, because it wasn't just off the back of last week. It was some adversity with moving players around. Obviously, Noel Evans come off with a head knock. Then we had to move Jez at the half and Mike at a fullback. Oliver Gula wasn't, he had some rib issues, and Tom Overchick went on and did a good job. So yeah, everyone that went on the field, and there was a lot of guys out there that haven't played long minutes. Jack Brown, Matty Shorten, there was Tom. I thought they did extremely well.
Whoever you seem to ask to do a job really does that job, don't they?
Yeah, it's something that we pride ourselves on as a club, and we're a squad. It's a squad there, and when it's your turn to put that jersey on, there's a responsibility, and the players know that. And it's not just about getting through the 80 minutes; it's about making a difference for your teammate, and that's what they do.
But another bit of context is Lee are a very good side who have been on a very good run.
Yeah, and that's why I go back to how proud I am of the result and the performance, mainly the performance, because they're a very good team. They've just showed, like last week they were sitting 4th, and obviously Salford jumping after they played, but they're in the top 6, and they're a top 6 team.
And the defence, you talked about it, and we at least in the account, that was a fine example of just how much pride we put in the defensive work, wasn't it?
Yeah, the players worked extremely hard. We were down to 12 men. I thought we learned a lot of lessons from last week. Like we were down to 12 men last week, and there was 4 tries put on us twice. When we had players in the sin bin, tonight we didn't let any tries in. So you always get your learnings, and you either learn or you don't. The players did learn from last week. I thought they handled it well. Again, Lee throw a lot at you, so it wasn't as if it was just carry. It was, they were moving the ball and offloads, and they've got some class players on that side. So yeah, really pleased with it.
Tanganella didn't make it.
Yes, he's got a slight issue with his hamstring, so we'll just see how that goes during the week. Whether he's okay for next week, we're not too sure. It wasn't too major after the game, and then sort of got sore as the week went